Sal's latest thing is that he's going around now. He's having he had a tag sale at his house.
Oh, no, you're kidding.
Because
poor Sal is broke.
He's broke. He has no money. But I said, you know what? I know Sal makes a decent living. I'm not saying he's wealthy, but he makes a decent living between his stand-up and what he makes here. What's going on with him? And then you find out he's broke, but he went to the Seinfeld concert last night for $200 a ticket.
He also complains, like, he'll tell me, like, oh, we're broke, and then he'll tell me that his wife bought a $1,400 handbag.
Yeah. Well, of course he's broke.
Yeah, that's how you get broke.
But you got to hear about his tag sale, Howard. It's really funny. Should I have him come in?
What do you mean it's funny?
Well,
What's funny about it?
He's broke. He's got no money. So now
Right.
he's
What are they selling?
Kids' toys, anything. Like they're selling the children's toys that they don't need anymore. Anything in the house, because he said.
So how much did he make at the tag sale?
I don't know how much he made, but he told me a black guy drives up to his house. So he tells his wife, "You go over because blacks like hot blondes, and you could sell them anything."
Right.
So I guess the guy's looking around, and I told that story about when my mom had a tag sale. People come. And no matter what you have something priced at, if you were giving away a Cadillac for $1, somebody say, "Can I have it for 50 cents?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So Sal said he's got one of his kids' books there. You push the button, it makes sounds, everything, and it says $1 on it. So the black guy says, "How much?" And Sal goes, "Well, it says $1." And the guy goes, "Would you take a quarter?" So Sal goes, "Okay." So the guy goes into his pocket.
Okay.
He goes into his pocket, and he goes, "You know what? Don't have a quarter."
Oh, my God.
He goes, "Can I just have it?" So Sal's totally intimidated by him now, and he goes, "Sure, take it." Guy throws it in his car. Sal figures he's gone. He's out of my house. It's fine. The black guy left.
Yeah.
Throws it in his car, doubles on back to the tag sale, and he goes, "Got anything else for free?"
Oh, my God.
So Sal's now so intimidated by the black guy that he picks up a huge box of children's toys. He goes, "You got kids?" The guy goes, "Yeah." Sal carries it to the guy's car.
I put it in his trunk. And I shut the trunk. And I said, "God bless you and your children. Have a good day."
Because you're afraid of a black guy?
He looked like Seal without the money.
Right.
He was big. He was, and he was dark. And I'm not
big
saying
and dark?
Yeah. And he had scars. And if they have scars,
Oh, my God.
it ain't from
They have scars?
It ain't from falling off a skateboard. So, but
So you just emptied out your house and
why
gave it
didn't
to
you
the black
just
guy?
give him your house?
yeah. And then and after all that, my wife has the audacity to say, "What the fuck did you give him a free
What do you
bin
mean
of?"
the audacity? Of course.
I said, he knows where we live. He just saw you. You're a hot blonde. He knows our house. He knows our house. We don't want him to stab us. Get him out of here. I mean, I was just playing. I'm telling you, I'm not.
Yeah, but Sal,
He was
Sal,
intimidated.
you're so
he had
fucking racially
No.
offensive.
Hold on. Sal told me that when the guy said, "Do you have anything else for free?" he wasn't sure if the guy wanted to know if you had anything else for free or if that meant give me your stuff.
Right.
What do
No.
you mean you don't know?
Dude, okay. There's two ways of saying anything for free. Hey, you have anything for free?
Right.
Or, got anything else for free?
What's the difference? What does it mean?
Yeah, I don't hear a difference.
there's only one way to say no, though.
Well, he's going to be back because you're a pushover. He knows he can have
Exactly.
anything
That's
he wants.
what. What'd you think?
You're an idiot.
Maybe we
What's-
should dump this for the replay.
What's going to stop him from coming in your house at 3 a.m. and going anything else for free now?
Right.
My wife, take her. She's free.
That ain't free.
She's free to
You
go.
look at all black people like the rabid wild
No,
animals.
not
They
at
just
all. There
wanna
were
come
other
and
black
kill
people
you.
that came and went respectively.
No, there
there were old.
Respectively. Respectively?
Yeah, there were old white people who came and left.
Right.
Give them anything for free.
Let me tell you, you want to find the next whack packer? Just have a goddamn garage sale. The most degenerate
So how much money did you make on the
welfare
garage sale?
recipients.
Usually the guy throwing the garage sales the next whack pack.
What'd you make?
$140.
And you spent $200 on the Seinfeld concert.
I spent that 3 months ago on Seinfeld.
What's going on with you? Are you?
I really feel bad for Sal. I do.
I lost, like I said, I lost about $225,000 in the stock market on margin, and then I had other bills, and I'm paying them off. I'm not doing that bad. It's just that we're kind of behind.
You're behind the 8 ball.
I was banking on some money, which thank you very much, Artie generously paid me, but it just came a little later than I thought. It had nothing to do with him, so I bounced about $400 in checks before Artie's check even got to my house.
See, but I feel
you're
bad
living
about
so low to the ground that $400 isn't even in your bank account.
There's nothing in my... Well,
Zero.
Yeah, it's in my checking because my checking account is a negative equity.
But Sal, didn't you tell me that you just went on a vacation like within the last
Big
year?
mistake, yeah.
And you spent $7,000?
Big fucking mistake.
You just spent $7,000 on a vacation. I
Well,
mean, when
why
you
did you do that?
Hey, by the way, can I tell you? I don't know if we ever talked about this on the air, Howard. The
Yeah.
vacation. Did we talk about this, Sal?
No,
The vacation
breakfast?
to Florida. He was so broke on the vacation to Florida that at one point in Miami, he had to take the family around in a bus. They got on like the public bus.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get anywhere. But he said that they went to breakfast, gave the guy his credit card. Him and the family leave at the hotel. They're at
No,
the
you know
hotel.
how the hotel gives you your own card?
Right.
So now you're in the clear.
Yeah.
You know, I got the card. We can do whatever we want.
yeah.
So I go down, I have breakfast with the kids, and there's like a little Filipino man, really nice man serving us. And, you know, we eat and everything. I give him the card. I sign my name, close the book, walk out. I'm in the middle of the lobby, and all of a sudden this little Filipino comes running in and goes, "Your card, no good, no good." I go, "What do you mean?" I go, "I'm at the hotel." He goes, No, canceled, no good. And now I'm like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm in front of people and stuff. So I go, relax. I'm not a thief. I go, I have money. I go, I'm going to go to the ATM. The fucking little bastard follows me to the ATM with his apron on and his arms crossed. I put the goddamn card in. No fucking money in the account.
What do you do?
I call my wife upstairs from my cell phone. I start ripping the shit out of her.
Right.
And she's
Why
saying
is
that
there no money in there?
because again, she moved the money out of a savings account into the checking account, which was negative equity again, and the bank froze the account.
Negative equity.
Oh,
Jesus, my whole fucking life.
I love
Everything's
all these financial
equity.
negative. He has no money. He's negative equity.
You see, I found.
Negative equity.
I found.
Do you know what equity is, Sal? What is
Of course
equity?
it is.
What is equity?
Equity is it's cash, it's securities, it's anything that's tangible. It's to cash. It's equity. But I was but in the account, the term that they use is your negative equity. If you're
You're overdrawn
right,
is what you are.
Exactly.
You're broke.
Exactly.
I'm broke.
Negative equity.
No, but
Negative
you know,
equity.
Hey, look, Mo, we've got negative equity.
So now I
Why,
don't
you knucklehead?
Negative equity.
I don't know what to do, so I have to call my mother-in-law, and she has to wire
love
money
that.
over.
That's a fun conversation.
While
love that.
you're having the Filipino guy still stand at your elbow.
I
with
love
his
that
arms-
Sal's job was managing people's money.
Right. Then on top of
Negative
everything
equity.
else, my buddy Jerry shows up at this goddamn hotel, who I used to be in Wall Street with. He's a big shot, and I used to be pretty good. He's got his kids. He goes, "You going to the Sea Aquarium?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I just rented the new Range Rover. We're going to take the kids watch hopping. What else?" And I'm like, this guy's going to ask me to chip in for gas. Fuck that. I don't want him to know. I'm dead broke right now in Miami with negative equity. So I go up to the concierge and I ask him where the bus is. We walk for about a mile and a half to get on the bus, which is interesting minorities on that thing. Interesting. We get on the bus.
You know what, Sal? What you're finding out is what you have to be exposed to when you don't have money.
Well, it's fine,
Other
but
people.
I tell Jerry that I don't want to jump in the Range Rover. I go, we're getting a town car, you know?
Right.
Yeah, right.
We get in
on a
this
bus.
fucking beat this shit bus. All of a sudden, I see Jerry. He comes back. I don't know where he was. He's unloading the car. He's got a bunch of stuff. And we pull up
Oh,
the
no.
fucking bus.
Do most of your friends ask you to chip in for gas whenever they give you a ride?
Yeah, absolutely. Except for John Hine.
You're kidding. Hey,
Well, that's work, though.
You
John,
got it.
know.
I mean, it's $5 a freaking gallon. You
No,
got
but
it.
I mean,
then.
that's to work. But I'm saying when your friend gives you a ride on
yeah.
vacation, he's going to say, "Can
He
you
was
please give me
going
gas
anyway.
money?"
I feel obligated to give him
I
something.
see. All right. So you get on a bus.
And that's it. I get on the bus, and then, like I said, a whole school, or whatever you want to call them,
School.
of these young, very intimidating-looking Puerto Rican kids get on the bus. So I'm sitting there, and my 3 kids are sitting on the chairs, and you think you were taking them into a Scared Straight episode or something.
Right.
And I swear to God, I must have tapped this young Puerto Rican girl's foot, just like that. And she turns around, she goes, "Yo, what the fuck is up with that?" Now I'm boiling, I'm seething, I'm dead broke. I got my kids on this bus, and I realize if I say one word, forget it. They're just gonna fillet me like a fucking fish right on this bus. I'm gonna go home in a body bag, and that was my.
So you got yelled at by Puerto Ricans?
No, not Puerto Ricans. A young Puerto Rican girl. They can get a little feisty, so
Right.
she was feisty.
They
And let me tell you something. If I sympathize with them. If I drove that fucking bus every day, I'd probably be just as nasty and angry as they
Sounds like it
are.
would have been a lot more fun to stay at home and save $7,000.
It was, and then I lost less money. So now I go home and I have no fucking money.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking asshole.
I think
When you have negative equity, don't spend $7,000 on a vacation and don't spend $200 on Seinfeld
Yeah,
tickets.
can you imagine the mother-in-law who's getting the call that they're down
Right.
in Florida on a vacation and they don't have any money and she's got to wire it to them?
So embarrassing.
You're like a migrant worker.
No, I felt bad because Sal worked for me at Westbury Music Fair, and I told him, okay, the check will be there in a couple of days, but and again, this is I don't know if it's arrogance or whatever. You just don't assume that
it's needed.
The people that we work with.
You did him a favor because he'd only spend it anyway.
But I don't. I feel bad that you bounce checks because of that. I mean,
well, it's not your fault.
But I want to give you the money for the fine at the.
No.
I never.
I don't need it. I really don't. I mean, I'll get ahead eventually.
Because you get fined if you bounce checks, and I mean, you don't want to start bouncing.
But
checks.
Howard, there's something going on. Even as far behind as he is, I don't know why. I mean, he's been here for 2.5 years. He's working every weekend. He said something really funny to me yesterday. He goes, maybe I ought to take the finances over for my wife. You think I should take that over? I'm like, well, you might want to take a peek at it.
Why don't you take a peek at it? He's right.
I said, do you have a private account going on? Because I'm getting a little paranoid. I'm thinking she's building a little nest egg on the side. As soon as it gets big enough, she's like, hasta luego, asshole.
Wow. All right.
But I don't know.
Hasta la vista.
No, luego's another one, too.
Yeah, you can say hasta luego.
I don't trust anything he says.
But
I really don't.
But things are, things are going good with the wife now.
All right.
Now that I'm dead broke. That's probably why she's so happy. She's probably got to the level she needs to be in that private account.
No,
I don't know. I'm
sorry. It's depressing.
But Colin Quinn opened up for Jerry. He did an awesome job.
Yeah, and how was Jerry?
I was not that impressed. He's good, but a lot of recycled stuff, Oh. It's like he takes his old material, and it's the same premise and just adds new jokes to it. It really wasn't that impressive.
All right, Sal. Well, Sal, big stand-up comic himself.
Hey, one last thing, Howard.
Critic.
And critic, right.
One last thing. Sal was in the elevator last night complaining. The show was at the WAMU Theater downtown, and he was complaining about the Indian tribe that, the WAMUs that
What
owned the
about
theater.
the
I didn't know. I go to HSBC. I didn't know WAMU is Washington Mutual. So I'm in the elevator.
So you thought it was an Indian?
I thought it was like the Indian casinos, the reservations. So
the WAMU Theater.
Right. So I'm in the elevator with Ross and 5 strangers last night, and he goes, where you going? I go, I'm going to see Seinfeld at the WAMU Theater. I go, these goddamn Indians, they own the reservations and the casinos. Now they're buying Madison Square Garden. So he turns around and goes, are you kidding me? I go, no, I'm not. He goes, no, are you kidding me with the Indians? He goes, WAMU is Washington Mutual, you idiot. And all these strangers just start
Everywhere
laughing.
you go, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I tell you, you're goofed on constantly. You don't. You seem like you got it together, but you really don't.
I think I got it together.
All right.
Maybe
anyway.
I should stop thinking.
What's the name of the name of the theater at the Garden now? Is the WAMU Theater?
The old
I didn't even know
Paramount is
that.
now the WAMU, but it sounds like an Indian.
It used to be the Felt Forum.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was the Paramount, right?
Right.
Right.
Mike, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, I just want to know how much negative equity do I need to have to survive in life?
How much negative equity? What?
Do you need?
How much negative equity can I have in order to live?
Yeah, how much negative equity should you carry is what the guys say.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this much.
Negative equity.
If you're at negative equity, you could cut checks at grocery stores. So, like, when we're at negative equity, I'll go to BJ's and buy groceries. And then,
my God.
No, but then I pay.
You ought to write a book, How to Get By on Negative Equity. So you're the guy who writes a check at the supermarket?
That is the most embarrassing thing. And my wife's got the gayest fucking checks, like with balloons and ducks on them. And I'm the ass. Usually it's some old lady on welfare
Why'd
holding
you get
everybody
your own
up.
checks?
What am I going to write a check to? I'm negative equity.
But I mean, if you got balloons and ducks on
Invisible checks? Yeah, so I'm the asshole at ShopRite writing a check. And then some guy asked me for a picture, and he asked the cashier to take a picture of me while I'm taking a check, shitting in my pants. That when she puts it through the register, a red alert will come across.
See, you know what? You see, Sal, you're getting into that dangerous area where you're going to be somewhat famous and broke.
Right.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
He's already in that area.
He's arrived.
He's definitely got the broke thing going, and he's almost up to somewhat famous.
Well, he's definitely somewhat famous.
He is just about to arrive.
All right. Thank you very much.
So, Sal, with all of your stories of financial hardship, there was one theme that ran throughout the entire segment, that every person you mentioned, you talked about the race. It was the Puerto Rican girl.
It just happened to be that way.
The Filipino guy. The scary black guy that looked like a seal without money.
You have to explain who these people are. You have to paint a picture. It's radio. There's no visuals.
Right, but it seemed like every time you associate something negative. It was something negative going on that you talked about the race.
Right.
You don't see that you're fearful of other races and cultures.
I'm not fearful. I'm making people aware of the people I interact with.
But you used words like
what do you?
like they're scary.
Well, they are. I mean, wait a minute. No. There are certain people, white or black, that can come off scary. That would happen to be a scary African American. I could definitely bump into a scary Caucasian. If a scary Caucasian was at my house, I would have said it was a scary Caucasian. I didn't drive up to my house. He did. I'm not the one with the scary demeanor and attitude. He was. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But as far as the waiter in the Miami hotel, why even go as far as to mention that he was Filipino?
It's cute. I said, very nice Filipino man. You know, it makes people realize that Filipinos are working. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's like giving them it's like a shout out to the Filipinos. Good people. They're good. I mean, now I'm saying something good, and still, you're probably still accusing me of stereotyping somebody.
Hi there, fellow horny pervs. If you enjoyed those clips with the salacious and beautiful Flower Tushy, then make sure you tune in soon, because coming soon to Howard TV is the full Inside the Porn Actor's Studio with Flower Tushy.
Nice.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to punch that one out. Oh, come on. It's not smell vision. It's not smell vision. It's just not.
It is for you.
Come on.
Oh, you can't back up anymore. You can't run away from the gas.
Oh, that's rough.
Love the gas.
I got a stuffed up nose and I can still smell that.
It does not.
Well, he just came back from Sicily
But how long was he there?
for about 6 months.
And so what? But your mom's here, right?
Right.
So what is he doing in Sicily for 6 months?
We don't ask. But
No, really?
He's working on shipping wine in, and he says it's actually coming here. I saw him yesterday. He said it's coming here, I think, on the 11th of November. He has a whole container of wine coming in. So he's getting involved in the wine distributorship business.
Yeah, you gave me a bottle of wine 2 years ago. You go, my father's getting in the wine business, and that's the last I saw of it.
That's the last I saw of it as well. I think my father hooked up with a wine guy. He got a few bottles of wine. He's in the wine business. I certainly hope that's the case, because he's been pressing this wine for the past 2 years, and now this container of wine is supposedly coming in.
Now, do you think most wives are unaware of what their husbands are up to?
No, not most. I don't know. I think it's important to stay on top of your spouse, on top of your husband or wife. I wish I would have in the past a little bit more.
Literally.
Yeah, both. It's important to stay on top of your spouse.
No, but that's not the question.
Our wives,
especially of our parents' generation.
Definitely not. Definitely. I don't think, my mother did her thing. My dad did his thing. He went to work. She stayed at home, took care of the kids and the house, and that was that. A lot of times my dad would come home and go, I have to go to Arizona this weekend. He would just leave for Arizona.
And your mother would never say why?
He'd go to open up a business.
What kind of business? Or did it ever get that far?
I don't think it did a lot of times. We went to Sicily one time. We're driving. I'm in Naples. My dad, we put us all in the car. He goes, we have to go visit my cousins in Sicily. We're driving like for 6 hours. We get on the boat, then we go over the bridge, and we're driving. All of a sudden, he stops. There's this huge rock. He reaches underneath it, pulls out a garbage bag, puts it in the trunk, and keeps going. Nobody in the car says a word. We just know not to. It's just weird like that.
Now, do you think in your relationship, I mean, we've been down the 143 road. I don't want to go there, but
yeah.
Do you think, do you make Christine aware of everything that you're doing? I'm not talking about cheating or anything like that, but I mean more like, work stuff or, if you're going away or whatever. Like, does she want to keep tabs on where you are?
In the beginning, I did a lot, but, now I come home and she's like, what happened today at work? And I said, nothing. It's just the same old thing. And she says, why do you get so uptight when I ask you about work? I go, because if I bring something up, we're going to get into an argument and you don't know the whole story. And
But what do you mean? What would you argue about at work?
Well, let's say like my sex life sucks, something like that. And
but I mean, when she says what on her work today, you'd say, oh, we had this comedian on. She used to be on Last Comic Stand, and she's pretty funny. She did the roast. You don't.
Yeah, somewhat, but I'm tired. I don't want to talk. I've been talking all day. I've been working all day.
No, you're just tired of talking to her.
Well, I'm not. Yeah,
but
maybe,
you are.
Maybe a little bit. So, it got to the point because I don't bring up your work anymore because you don't want to talk about it.
And do you say to her, what'd you do all day?
No.
Does she tell you about her day anyway?
Yeah, I do ask her from time to time. We do talk about it, but what am I going to hear? She went to Target. She bought bottled water. She stopped and got her hair done. She was, talking to her girlfriends.
I got to tell you, we sit at the dinner table every night, and it's not like I'm like, the teacher, like, what did you do? What did you do? I'll be like, Lucas, what'd you do today? Oh, school. I go, Mary, what did you do today? She said, I went to the gym and I did this and I did that. And
I do ask the
Jack
questions.
says who was on the show, and that's what you do at dinner, I think.
We do that at dinner. I do ask the questions, but there's really, after being with somebody for close to 20 years, it's pretty much the same monotonous routine. So I always ask, and we certainly share a lot of things together, and we talk about our friends and things that are going on, but I mean,
so the question is, could you pull off a Ponzi scheme with your wife not knowing about it?
No, I couldn't. Not with her. No, she's well aware of my schedule. She does. She puts my schedule together as far as the
well. In
calendar's
this case,
concerned,
it wasn't Bernie Madoff's schedule. He had a regular schedule. It's just what he was doing while he was there.
That's right.
I certainly couldn't pull it off. No, we're certainly in tune and in touch with each other as far as I know.
Hey, Ronnie, I see you over there. Are you doing Good Day LA or what?
I don't know.
Where did this come from?
Munfan Network.
What do you mean? A guy tweeted that, hey, Ronnie should do
this
Good
guy
Day
runs
LA?
a thing called Munfan Network, all promotion about Ronnie Mund.
What does that mean, though? It's like a website?
On Twitter.
Is this officially sanctioned by you, or
I don't give? Listen, I don't give a shit what he does. He puts shit up all. No, what are you talking about? Money? What do you right away? Everything's for money with you. What are you?
The funny thing is,
about?
when Ronnie says he doesn't give a shit, in his world that is officially sanctioned.
Are you okay with it though?
It's so stupid.
That's
Some
cool.
of the stuff
Do
he
you
puts up,
follow it?
though. Well, it's on my page, so I see it.
Well, what are some of the other things
Like
you
some
think
of
she
the
should do?
Like here's some of the, like I could get on there right now probably because I'm sure he heard that he was mentioned on the show. There'll be like 10 in a row
of what?
Hey, Leonardo DiCaprio, put Ronnie Mund in your next movie. Hey, Donald Trump, make Ronnie Mund the judge at the Miss America pageant.
All right, so he's spreading the word.
Hey, NASCAR, you make Ronnie a grand marshal at your next race. Shit like that.
So he said, hey, Jillian, put Ronnie on.
Right.
So, in other words, you're not booked at all.
Pretty much booked.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not booked.
But you are booked to walk the red carpet.
Oh, that's got nothing to do with him.
And what is that? You're walking the red carpet for Fox, you said?
Yeah, for UFC, the launch of UFC on Fox, November 12th.
And they're flying you first class?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is it because like you have another thing coming up?
Yeah, I got
or
something. I have something
as
going on with them, and the guy who's putting the UFC thing together is also the guy who's
part of
putting
that
my
thing.
thing.
This is cool. Like, this is like a soft launch of Ronnie.
Yeah.
Like, Ronnie's coming here, but not promoting anything, but just people get to know Ronnie for when he's got his big gig.
Need to be seen on the red
Right.
carpet. So what's your plan?
As far as what?
You're just going to stroll down? You got to have
Stroll down?
you got to have a game plan going in.
What kind of game plan? I just walk and do the usual me.
Gary, you're a red carpet veteran. What advice can you give
Yeah,
Ronnie?
give me some advice.
Usually when you're on the red carpet, usually they're asking about the show, so just be ready for questions. I always try to figure out how I'm going to handle anything I don't want to talk about.
I'll tell him to fuck
Like
off.
when Howard's contract was up, and I went to the McCartney
I was
thing.
going to say, your plan for the red carpet is to tell him to fuck off? I don't
Well,
know
if I
about
don't
that.
like what they're asking me, no, I won't say it. No, I'm only kidding.
Well, that's got to be exciting
Yeah,
getting flown out to L.A., walking the red carpet.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm all hyped up about it.
Are you bringing your girlfriend?
No, she can't go. She's got to work.
Don't you think? I can't see Jillian not having him. I know there are two other people and others in the decision-making process.
Oh, then he put up one also that I should be on Jimmy Kimmel. Hey Jimmy, he's coming out to L.A. You should put him on the show.
Jimmy could probably work into a bit, but I don't think he could book you as a guest. Yeah. I think that, believe it or not, Good Day LA, they have like authors and actors on, and I know Jillian could do 8 minutes with Ronnie in her sleep, but I don't know if she could talk the rest of the people, the producers, into putting you on.
Right. Yeah. Hey,
you got any other plans while you're out there?
I'm going to see some friends because mostly I got just one thing going on, and then the UFC thing. So I'm getting out there on Thursday, so I'll have some free time and see some friends out there.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked to Benji because Benji brought in his new friend, this girl that he's in love with, that wanted to perform. So we talked about how wacky Benji was acting. He couldn't eat breakfast. He hung around all day doing her sound check. Then we all tried to give advice, and JD even stepped in to give advice on how not to be a friend to a girl. Here's what happened.
We've got plenty to talk about. Elisa Jordana, we got to finally meet after a lot of hype from Benji, and there's very strong reaction. Some people feel that she's using him. Some people feel that Benji knows this and doesn't care, and everyone thinks he's holding out the banger, except Benji, who says that that's not necessarily the case. But, Gary, it's pretty obvious that that is the case, don't you think? He's just smitten. I mean,
he doesn't see it, and we've all been in that position. But he's like, no. Even if she never sleeps with me, this is somebody I could be around with the rest of my life. But I think we all sort of know in a year she'll be gone. She'll be with the chick he went to the Christmas party, wherever she ended up. That is who is the greatest person ever and really a sweet girl, and we're gonna be friends forever.
But will they remain friends? And I ask that because Marianne, who's been calling in all the time lately, his friend Marianne, they're still friends, and Benji's kind of went through this period with her.
I like that Marianne calls in, by the way, because we get nothing out of Benji. So she tells us what's going on, and I love when
Booker in the catsuit.
Yeah, well, not only that was funny too, but even like saying how Benji used to always talk to her, Benji wanted to have sex with her, which of course we know because we're men.
Now, and Will, maybe you should come down to talk about this, or Jason. How crazed was Benji leading up to this
Oh, my God.
appearance?
Oh, here's a good one. Doug comes to me, Doug Goodstein from TV, and he says, we order Benji's breakfast every morning. He's never missed breakfast ever. He didn't come in until after she was done to get his breakfast because he was too nervous to eat.
I know Will said that he had sent some notes about her, which makes sense doing the research, but he was
sending out yesterday. He sent out a whole bunch of links to her songs and videos.
Got that. Then he was hanging around here doing her sound check. Then he was walking her around the station. Went on Jenny Hutt's show to promote that she was going to be on this show, which, again, I said, I don't know whether Jenny Hutt has, 5 listeners or 5 million. It doesn't matter. He got to throw her in front of a microphone, and that looks really important.
Is the payoff going to be there, though, for him? He got her. He did all that. He got her on Howard's show. She got to play a couple of songs. The interview went well. Will he close?
The thing is, I've been down this road a couple of times, and I'd say, mostly it doesn't work. But every once in a while, you get somebody on an off night, they're vulnerable and maybe had a little bit to drink, and they get to the sort of like, you're a good guy. Maybe
You're saying a fuck of convenience?
Well, they give it a try because they really do like you as a person, and then it's just ugly for everybody. It's just they realize they don't like you. Now they fucked you. How do they get out of your life? It's uncomfortable for all involved.
Now, Will Murray, I saw you trying to research this guest yesterday, and Benji wouldn't leave your side, it seemed, like all afternoon.
I know. Typical Benji. Typical Benji is the one time you actually want to talk to him, he's not here, right?
Oh, I know. We're waiting for him.
Yeah, he's just, he was a pain in the ass with the notes. He had to constantly look over my shoulder and make sure everything was explained the way he wanted it. He was very worried about how she'd be perceived on the show and actually how he would be perceived on the show.
What do you mean by how he would be perceived?
Well, the whole ambient story that she told a little bit today, he didn't want that to seem like he was some kind of like
date rapist?
raper. Yeah, which I think he is a little bit.
So she was going out on the dates, and he was just tagging along, right? With the
and
Ambien
then feeding her drugs before the date as well.
And by the way, Robin brought this up. She said that was like what Nixon used to do. When Nixon met his wife, who wasn't his wife, he met her in college, and he was madly in love with her the way Benji is. And so he used to show for her on her dates, like drive her to her dates, and just figured he'd hang around. Again, this is the whole Al Roker thing. But to me, the vision of Benji 3 tables away on her date is super creepy.
Yeah, the whole thing was bizarre.
Passing out, by the way.
And her too.
Yeah,
because she'd been drugged.
Again, I think we kind of flew past that. I know she's an adult and Benji didn't force anything on her, but the fact that he was recommending she take drugs either before her date or before her appearance on the show is so creepy. And who had the Ambien? Was it just lying around? Like, I don't know. To me, that was a fascinating part of the story. But clearly, they're both crazy, and that's why you can make fun of Benji all you want. But a girl that would let Benji sit 3 tables away while she's on the date is equally as crazy as Benji is for doing it. So I don't know what is going on over there.
So you don't think she's just a happy, fun-loving spirit, and they connected,
Let
and
me
they're
tell you
Skyping,
something.
and
There was nothing fun-loving that came off. I mean, she was great. Though I'm not putting her down. She was good on the show, and she was a performer. But no, she didn't come off like a happy, fun-loving person to me at all.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a traveling party.
Yeah. She seemed kind of like a downer, to be honest.
and I wouldn't exactly describe her as asexual either.
No,
especially after
she's
hearing
very
some of those
sexual.
stories.
No, she's very. I mean, another one of her great lines today was when I told the story about how she went to Rick's, and Ronnie said that she'd been at Rick's a bunch of times, and she goes, "Oh yeah, they have great lobster. Like you can't get lobster anywhere else in New York City but Rick's."
Hi, Benj.
By the way, have you ever had bad lobster?
Exactly.
It's
By,
lobster.
by the way, for everyone, we are fully in the vortex. But I think it
We
makes
started
sense
without you.
to go
That's
there.
okay. I don't mind. No
How did you feel
That's
after?
what he wants.
So she finally came in. We all got to meet her. She got to perform. But I thought I heard you say you felt a little sad after this was all over today.
Yeah, I go back and forth on it. You know, on because like I said on the show, sometimes it's just so much fun to be around her, and sometimes it does get a little sad. So
there was a lot going on.
Plus, I was really tired. Like we didn't get a lot.
But
of sleep
also,
last
I
night.
mean, to be a little mean, like
of
you might have
talking.
felt sad because you've now gone to the pinnacle of where she can use you. Meaning you. I mean, where do you go from here?
No, I listen. It's been the same way for weeks, and
No, but this was sort of a build-up. I understand where Jason's coming. Like, this was a big thing. Like, this was the kind of thing where you'd hope after you get on, maybe even not today, maybe tonight. Yeah. She goes, wow.
I don't have
this doesn't get you laid.
I don't have any fantasy of that happening now. I listen. I'm fat now. If I met a girl as heavy as me, but had as good looking face as me, I would say, look, you got to lose weight.
Do you think if you lost that weight, like you're saying, and you're in your ideal shape, do you think that would make a difference? Because it sounded to me like today, it's not going to happen with her.
All right. Well, I actually tweeted this recently. The great thing about being fat is you always have hope.
But do you
Once
think
I lose all the weight and there's this?
But do you think it's only a weight thing? That's the only thing between you and her?
I think no. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
Howard asked point blank, would you bang Benji?
Right.
And she didn't say no,
right.
But she gave the, if there was a nuclear war kind of, like she was giving the excuses.
She gave the being nice answer.
Do you think that would really work?
Well, it seemed like you got the sort of, not that good looking, but a great personality.
No, I know.
Rap.
Like, I knew when I pitched that as a, hey, to have her on, I was just talking to Greg about this. Like, there's three things going on. One, did I want to get her on the show and like help my friend out and impress her? Absolutely. Did I want and get her music out there? But I thought the premise of, is she saying she's asexual? I knew she might have been just being nice to me, or I thought it was interesting either way.
No.
If she's really asexual, that's interesting.
No, what you really wanted to do was smoke out the truth.
Well,
seriously, I know. I mean,
maybe
you wanted to put her on the spot to get to the truth to say, is she asexual or is she just not interested in you?
No, but I thought either way it makes it a real interesting
to you, especially.
Yeah. But it started to come out in the last couple weeks anyway.
So do you look at her any differently after today?
I'm very impressed by her because I know she's as great as a performer she is, as talented as she is. She's hardly done any like solo radio on herself. Well, solo is herself, but and I know she was incredibly nervous. Like, I know she's incredibly good, but was also incredibly nervous. So I'm really impressed by her, overcoming her fears and like doing that.
That was another thing that I found really, really interesting. Right from when you pitched her at the meeting, I think she's very talented. But we've had many talented people cross through here.
Right.
I've never seen you so into it. And first of all, even when she was playing today, you didn't even know the TV show was doing cutaway shots of you bopping and
I really do like her music. So
I think you really like her.
We could tell.
I do. I really like her too, but I really like her music also.
JD, what advice would you have for Benji?
I was also bopping when Lady Gaga was in.
Not like this.
I don't know. I don't even know. If he's okay with them being just friends, then I'll let him do his thing, whatever.
But it seems like he
wants
wants.
Hold on, but if he's looking, if he even thinks. He's dreaming of a little something more. I think he should just stop.
Well, no,
because you're really hurting yourself.
I get that, and like I said, I don't think she will meet someone better than me. I don't think that she'll meet someone better than me.
I had this conversation with her during the break.
I don't mean better than. I'm saying that will make her happy.
She won't
that she'll be happy, have better emotional.
She won't meet somebody.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Then why isn't she saying, Benji, you know what? You're the love of my life. We should be together forever, always.
Because I'll never find anything better.
Because she's not at that point, and it might not happen. I agree that, and I might. Like I've said repeatedly, I might say, you know what? It does hurt me too much to see someone I really like this way, but. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I gotta say,
what happens.
I really like the angle you were taking for getting her drugged up and then moving forward. So I would suggest, unlike JD, is either get more or better drugs.
All right.
Where do you think this will? It's a year from now. Will you be friends? Will we have never not heard of her for 6 months? Where do you think it'll all be?
I don't know. I could see I don't know. She's the kind of person I could see if it doesn't work out, like maybe I like her. I like her a lot. So maybe it's someone I want in my life all my life. And we, so I don't know.
JD, you've been the friend victim, right? With some chicks?
Yeah, like
have you remained
sort of recently? And yeah, you have to just. It took a little while, but you gotta have to cut the cord,
but if people,
because it'll kill you.
But JD,
like I went through some major anxiety over someone, and it's just like, ugh, it wasn't even worth it.
But when people were telling you, you know what, it ain't gonna happen. It's time to move on. You wouldn't listen.
Well, kinda. There were always the thoughts of maybe there's a chance, but then
JD, first of all, I think every guy's gone through this, and I'm assuming you're talking about. I can't remember. It started with A. Ash.
No.
It was
someone you
else?
don't even know.
Okay,
Ashley
right,
Madison.
Cool. You know her? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you were about to say something.
But have you ever had this with somebody and remained friends with them?
Not really. No. Once a girl isn't into me, attracted to me or whatever, it's hard. What are you laughing at? It's hard for me to be just friends with them. You know what I mean?
Same here. It's not. Or sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not.
Aren't you worried about if something does happen romantically, it's going to destroy everything you've built? In terms
What do you mean?
Of because you could be
if we get together romantically.
It's like a bad John Hughes movie, but you could be friends with them for a very long time. Then that moment happens. Then all of a sudden, it just didn't live up to expectations.
That's possible. I mean, but I'm not looking for a guarantee.
I was back there in the newsroom, John, and Al, who's editing up the news stories today for us, told me an interesting story that when Benji did the hurricane show, where he was doing a 1-hour show during Hurricane Irene, I think, he had asked Al to upload 20 songs of this girl into Profit to play throughout the show.
She was gonna be one of the people I interviewed. They said they couldn't get her on the phone.
Now,
so Al sat there and had to upload 20 songs.
Well, they asked me. They said, give us every single thing you want to upload that could possibly be, because they also told me when I did the Hurricane show it could be all night.
So he skipped the Billy Joel anthology.
No, I also had several Daniel Johnston songs. I tried to get a Kenny Roby song about
Daniel
a hurricane.
Johnson?
Another guy won't bang him.
Yeah. Well, don't say that so quickly. Hey,
Benji, one question real quick. At your peak, do you think you like Marianne more than you like, what's her name now, Elisa?
It's so hard to... No, I don't think so.
Does it bum you out that...
I do love Marianne.
Does it bum you out that Marianne calls in? Because
it pissed me off. I mean, I love her, and Marianne is one of my closest friends, and we're one of my best friends. But I don't like this, I don't like... It's you don't need to tell people... just give it up. I don't believe in telling people give up something. I can say hey, you know what? I think it might lead you to getting hurt. But just drop it. It's never going to happen.
I was asking more about the stuff because you don't tell us anything. So she tells us the stuff about you.
Like what?
Like that you used to try to talk dirty to her and what your moves were and her and all that stuff.
Listen, Marianne and I joke around a lot.
Did they involve Amy?
And what were you doing yesterday? I mean, you were all over the place with this. I know Will said he was trying to get you for a pre-interview. He really...
Yeah.
I mean, you were in his hair. You did a show last night. Are you playing up the moment, or you just?
No, I like Gary. There was a build up to this, and we did. There was a lot of. She did like rehearsal and stuff, and there was.
It's like Clive Davis. Isn't it going? Sounds like a hit, sweetheart.
I was there for the rehearsal. It was cool. Benji was videotaping it and asking people to come in to watch. And
she said because she felt better because she was very nervous about performing, so she wanted different people to. Strangers just to be there.
Do you think there's a chance that she might be using you for all of this?
No, I don't. I think when I initially talked to her about getting on, she was like, no, don't try to do it.
So that brings a question that was a big debate in the back office.
I think she enjoys it, especially.
I'm sorry.
Is
the onus on her to cut it and say, listen, I'm not going to bang you, or is the onus on Benji to recognize that it may not happen?
She said that. So she's done her onus.
She really hasn't, though.
She didn't say no.
She's left the door ajar, ever so slightly.
Yeah.
If she really has, though, and that's the tough part.
Like a sheet of paper will fit through.
Well, that's exactly it. But a sheet of paper is enough when you feel like the way you do.
That's not when you're his size.
If she was playing you, and I'm not saying that she is, but if she was, she's playing you perfectly.
Okay. But I don't. I don't think so. I think she has a really good heart.
I think that as long if she told you there is 0% possibility you and I will ever sleep together, and then you continue to do nice stuff for her,
I think, okay, that's not her fault anymore. But I kind of agree with Gary. She left the door open, and in a way, it's definitely using you. And even if she's not doing it to be malicious, it's still using.
I think you guys are all cynics. I think that tends to be a lot of people are cynics. I'm not as cynical about.
You're a romantic.
Pussy fuck.
Yeah.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, two of our favorite people were here, Ronnie Mund and J.D. Harmeyer. And Ronnie spoke about how you get permission to chain a guest because he was worried about Lou Bellera and Joey Buttafuoco possibly getting into it. So we heard some Ronnie logic, and then right after that, J.D. talked about the email he sent to Howard, which said spoiler alert, and had the spoiler in the subject. Two great minds, all for you.
Ronnie, with Lou and Joey coming in, a lot of the they got along very well, but Gary, you should describe the setup because there was a whole, reconfiguration of the studio, and one was isolated, and a lot went into it.
I'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about the conversation that Ronnie and I had yesterday, how it all led to this. But basically what went on was Howard was very fearful that there was going to be an altercation. And Ronnie and I had spoken yesterday morning. I went to Ronnie. I said, you got extra guys tomorrow, right? He goes, yeah, absolutely, because we knew something could happen. So I get a phone call from Ronnie at like 1. I guess Howard called me when I was down with Tim, and I tried to call Howard back. I couldn't get him. Ronnie called me. Howard's very nervous about what's going to go on. And then Ronnie said something about a ball and a chain, which I didn't understand, which in all fairness, Howard must have said to him. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, handcuffs and balls and chain. Like, we can't do that.
Does Ronnie have a security or police type of voice or manner when he's talking, like when he's setting up these
No. We
plans?
were just talking. Ronnie and I talk about this, like how you going to handle this, how you going to handle that. So Ronnie had informed me, because Howard had gone to the gym, and Ronnie said he called me. He's worried about tomorrow. He talked about maybe handcuffing them or putting them in a ball and chain. But I called the people that work here, and it can't happen, et cetera, et cetera. So I just sort of let it go by because I knew it was an idea that came and went.
Right.
And then I said to Ronnie, we'd done this twice before. I said, why don't we put one guy in Robin's studio? That way your guys can block the door either way, him coming out or Joey going in.
And that ended up being Lou.
Right. We put Lou in there and put one guy on the couch. And so everybody liked that idea. Now, I'm trying to think who the other people, who's the black wrestler? I think his name was Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
And I think somebody interviewed him and gave him a quiz, and he did not come across looking very bright, and he was fucking angry.
Yeah.
And so we put him in the booth. That's one I remember. And I think we did it one other time.
Oh, the KKK guy.
Which kid?
Yeah, Daniel Carver for the Carver roast.
That was the roast.
Protect him, though.
That was the roast.
Right. He was in there. But Ronnie, what was your plan, and did you leave a message like that for Howard?
No.
So what did you tell him?
No. We talked in the car, and he said that he was nervous about, he didn't want any problems. So I said, well, we're bringing extra guys in. And he goes, well, maybe we should chain them to the couch and one to the chair, or handcuff one or whatever. I said, I don't think that'll work, but I'll check into it. So I checked into it with a couple of people here that work here, security people. And, it's you can't do that unless you get permission.
How many people did you check with?
Well, 2 different people.
Okay. And did you think Howard was being like dead serious? I want them chained. I want them handcuffed.
He wanted something to make sure that they wouldn't get at each other.
But that's not the issue.
Well, there wasn't an issue.
I don't think that was Howard's point. Howard's point was, did you think he was asking for you to do it without their permission?
No, how can you do it without their permission?
But you were saying we can't do it without their permission.
Right. Well, that's what.
So then we could have done it with their permission.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
So then why would you say to Howard we can't do it without their permission if you didn't think he was asking that?
Benji,
I actually know what he's saying. He's saying that you shouldn't have what Benji's saying is you should have called Howard back and said, we can do this.
I did say that.
But we're going to have to get their permission, and they may not give it.
I did say that. If we got them either written or them telling on camera, beforehand, like we do when we get the IDs from girls and stuff like that, that I give my permission to be handcuffed into a chair.
But did you ever assume that Howard was going to want to do it without their permission?
No.
So normally you don't bring up something like that unless you think.
Why wouldn't you bring it up?
Why would you say also like?
Why
we
why
can't force
do you have
them?
to pick at everything?
No,
why
I think it's interesting.
What?
I'm not trying to be mean about it.
No, but I don't understand what the problem is here with you with this. What is the problem?
I swear it's not a problem. I find it interesting.
Okay, it's interesting, but I told him every scenario of it, and that's why he said I left this long message.
What was every scenario?
The scenario was either you could handcuff them with their permission, or you can't handcuff them unless they're under arrest.
See, that's where it gets funny because I think we all know that nobody's going to handcuff them without their permission.
Well, no, you can't just have them walk in and say, "Hey, listen, man, we think there's going to be a problem here. We're going to handcuff you."
No, you could have them walk in and say, "We think there's going to be a problem here. We were thinking about it might be funny if we handcuff you. Are you cool for that?"
Yeah, right. But they didn't. They weren't cool about doing that here.
How do you know? That's it. Let's get to that. Who wasn't cool about it?
The serious people.
They didn't like the idea of handcuffing people?
Then we couldn't do handcuff people at all.
If we had their permission.
Well, hold on. But you're saying two different things. Either the serious guys told you no.
They weren't happy with it either way, but it can be done if you have their permission. But they weren't happy about it. What can I? What?
Wait. So the handcuffs.
How much more can I say?
Wait, Ronnie.
They weren't happy about it here.
Okay.
So the handcuffs were out. But what about the chains?
No, the same difference, John. Chains, handcuffs, the same thing.
All right. So after you found this out, what was the next plan? Did you design the layout?
No, Gary. I spoke to Gary. Gary said, "We've done this before. What if we do it this way?" And I said, "If there's a problem with that, call me back and we'll try and work something else out." I never heard from him again, so I assumed everything was fine. When I came in this morning, that was the plan.
When you came into the studio later, when Howard was talking about it, you told Howard he was coming all over you. Where did that come from?
Well, right, he jumped all over me saying I was talking like a cop and all. I left him a message. I did the right thing. I told him what, he likes to know what's going on. I told him what was going on.
Right, but you didn't say you're breaking my balls. You said you're coming all over me, and that seemed like an odd choice of words, I thought.
Why, John?
Why?
You can answer that question, Gary.
He's breaking my balls no matter what. If I do the right thing, it's not good. If I do the wrong thing, it's not good. What can I say?
Joe in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Okay, I'll tell you where the problem is, Ronnie. It's if this were a trip you were planning out to California to do some Fox TV show, you'd have been a lot more tenacious. You'd have checked into a lot more sources. You'd have gotten it done. You're getting lazy. Bottom line.
Yeah, okay, fine. How am I lazy? We got it done.
You didn't get it done the way Howard wanted to. You said no right away.
I did not say no right away.
You're a negative
I
guy.
said I would check it, and you're a fucking asshole, okay? You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Be careful, you're going to break a hip.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, thanks for chiming in there, Joe. As it turned out, it was a pretty normal conversation that Lou and Joey had, right? There was none of that.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen. How do you know what's going to happen?
There was a whole weird thing that started out right from the beginning where I went out to the hallway to talk to Joey, and he goes, "Hey, Gary, thanks for not returning my phone call 2 Thanksgivings ago." And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've spoken to Joey probably 4 times in the last year and a half. I'm probably one of the few people in any business, show business or otherwise, that calls him back pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So he seemed to have some bug about me, the whole thing. So he said, "Can I bring my wife in?" And I said, "I don't think that works. Why don't you bring her into the green room, and then you'll go in, and then if Howard wants to call for in." And he said, "Okay." And then when I walked out to get him, Howard goes, "Bring them in." Joey goes, "Bring my wife in." And I said, "No, you're not, Joey." And he goes, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing." And I said, "Joey, we just talked about this 20 minutes ago." "No, we didn't." "Yeah, we did, Joey. We just talked about it." "Well, I changed my mind." I go, "I know, I changed mine as well. She can't come in." And it got so this is, of course, while I'm walking her in. So it got to be, he was very odd today. He was in this very odd and contentious mood. And then I guess I was the brunt. I didn't hear it, but I guess I was the brunt of Gary's keeping me off the show.
Where you going, JD? Yeah. JD, where you going? Why are you writing it on paper? Why don't you speak into the microphone?
It was something that we already covered, actually.
So what?
It was a good point, though, JD made.
Well,
look, I won't say, Ronnie. I won't say.
Speak up, man.
I won't say it was JD because I didn't have this conversation with him. But some people said that when you went and said you're coming all over me, you were trying to create another catchphrase.
No, I wasn't. Oh God,
it was very odd, Ronnie.
Yeah,
it was very odd.
Yeah, okay, like your catchphrase yesterday.
No, my catchphrase yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, pussy fog.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You don't hear me using pussy fog, do you?
You don't hear me using coming all over me.
Yeah,
either,
you
do
did actually.
I used it once today. That's it.
Okay. That's right.
All right?
That's all we need is one.
All right. Don't come in and write it on paper. Speak into the microphone.
I didn't want to bring something
That's why
up.
they call it the rapper
I
show.
hadn't
You
been
talk here.
Hold on. I hadn't
I know
been-
you can't talk good.
I hadn't been listening, and I didn't want to bring something up that had already been discussed already. I was having respect for the show. Unlike you, who
Why?
just
Since
wants to
when,
bring-
since when do you have respect for the show?
I have respect for everything I'm involved in.
Good.
Why did you email a spoiler alert to Howard that had the spoiler in the title?
That is amusing. I'd love to hear this explanation.
There was a mention. Arquette mentioned Howard on Jimmy Kimmel, and I forwarded the message, and I assumed he had already seen Arquette had gotten kicked off. So I just put spoiler alert: Arquette was kicked off last night.
But why would you assume it? Because you don't know that Arquette's kicked off till like 9:58, right?
Yeah, well, I assumed he woke up early enough or tried to find out or something.
Because most people would have been spoiler alert. Don't read this if you don't want to know who got kicked off Dancing with the Stars last night.
He's going to see either way. He's going to see who mentioned him on Kimmel.
No, but if you said what I just said, then he wouldn't do that.
No,
but Gary's saying like you would just say spoiler alert. The results of Dancing with the Stars vote.
Either
is
way.
in here.
If I put spoiler alert or not, it would have been spoiled because he would have seen that Arquette had mentioned him.
No, he wouldn't have. Oh, if you said spoiler alert, don't open if you don't want to know who got kicked off Dancing with the Stars. Then he wouldn't have opened it.
He would have to know either way.
So you were being sarcastic writing spoiler alert.
A little bit, yes.
But sometimes sarcasm gets lost in an email.
Well, sorry.
Did Howard open his email and then did it spoil it for him, or did he already know?
I think he already knew.
Yeah. So there you go.
You came all over him, man.
Hi, I'm Amy Schumer. I'm a comedian, and I'm here at Sirius to be on Howard Stern's radio show. And it seems like people really like it.
Now, yeah, it's mildly popular.
Yeah, he has some listeners, right? He's growing. He's a work in progress.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of faith.
Yeah. In
I think
Jesus.
It's gonna be all right. Oh, of course.
The Lord will guide more listeners toward him.
As long as you give your soul to the Lord.
Oh, it's been given.
Okay.
My soul's been with the Lord for a while.
I figured you had that look to you.
Yeah, like I've been saved.
Amy, this is a big deal for you as a
This
comedian.
is it. This is the biggest deal there is for a comic.
Well, have fun today.
Any advice?
And just Godspeed, and may the Lord bless you and keep you.
He's always with us.
And also with you.
I should probably play Amy Schumer's appearance on the Charlie Sheen roast to get everyone all excited about her, right?
Yeah.
Because she's out in the green room, and I got a lot to get to today. I got to still play Richard and Sal's new phony phone call that involves
Oh,
Ronnie.
that was an old one you just played.
That was just old, yeah. Amy Schumer is a young comedian. I think when Whitney Cummings went off to do her TV show, they had to get somebody new on Comedy Central who can be hot and be funny. So here is a. Hold on, Gary. Slow it. Oh, I'm going to play Amy. I'm going to play Amy on. Do you listen to the show out there? You always see the poor guest getting heave-hoed right out of here.
I was listening.
All right. I just thought it would be weird to play her appearance while she was sitting here.
Okay.
Okay? That's how I generally work into these things. Okay. How many years I've been
Because we go over all this before we get in.
Well, all you got to do is listen to the radio. That's why I put a speaker in your room.
Hi.
Hey, Amy. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have
Ooh,
you.
Look at this.
Look at your headphones. Look
Hi.
at you. How are you? Good to
I'm
meet
good.
you.
Good to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we're glad to have you
Ow,
here.
What is this?
That's
this
a wire.
hurts.
What hurts?
What's this thing?
Let me see. I don't know. It's a clip of
It's
some
like
sort.
a netting.
It's like stabbing me. This is
Is it?
this is karma.
Is it hurting you? I could have it fixed.
No, I'll just like awkwardly sit like this. I'll hold it out like this.
Hey, Gary, the headphone wire is frayed and it's sticking into Amy's neck.
My precious angelic
Neck.
You'll come out of here all marked and scarred.
You're like, what happened? I'm like, oh,
What
it's
is
on
that?
Howard.
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Looks like someone had beaver teeth and gnawed through it.
A Jackass fan came in here.
Yeah, right.
This is their attempt.
Switch to number 2.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Ooh, thank you.
Look
So
at this.
high maintenance.
All right, here, I'll switch your microphones. I mean, headphones, microphones. It's both. Watch Gary at work.
Oh
Look how
my
good-
God, look at this. Thank
That's
you.
better. Okay.
How you
Miracle
feel now?
worker.
Feel
I
good?
feel wonderful. Yeah, I feel good.
Amy, so whenever I have a comedian in here and they do one of those roasts, I love to ask them about how awkward it is because when you sit there,
It's dangerous. You got Mike Tyson you're goofing on.
Yeah, and he was like so gentle, but you do have the feeling like, oh, you could murder me right now.
I watched that roast and I thought, I don't think Mike Tyson understands. Like he should just quiet down. Like he was actually arguing with you.
He's
Like,
like, are we going to take this? Like he's
Right.
like starting a riot.
I think some people don't ever watch a roast before
Right.
they do it, and so he thought it was like an urban like comedy situation where it was like good to participate, but it was like no, it was. He kept talking to me. That's why I had to.
did anyone calm him down during the commercials and explain, Mike, this is something where you just kind of
Yeah,
take
Don
it?
King was there.
Yeah.
No, nobody. He was.
No, Don
everyone
King's
was
there to
so-
explain it to him.
Yeah, everyone was so worried. I think he was like the wild card that they were
Right.
like he could really blow it, but he did a great job. He did. I think even better than it seemed like he did.
You got criticized at the roast because you did a joke about Steve-O,
Steve-O,
the guy who died, but I didn't think it was that offensive of a joke. It wasn't
No.
about that guy. It was more about Steve.
It was about Steve. Yeah, no, I really like the Jackass guys in those movies. I totally just thought of it as another roast joke. That wasn't like.
Was he angry with you afterward?
Well, Comedy Central chose to cut to him looking like he was about to start sobbing.
Right.
So people were like, "Oh my God! Like, why did you ruin Steve-O's life?" But I didn't think that would be like the joke heard around the world. I didn't talk
Do
to
you
him
thi-
after because he was at the hospital because his nose was broken.
Because of this thing he did on the road?
Because Tyson, yeah, he kept running into Tyson's fist.
And he broke his nose.
Yeah, that was the goal.
That
So-
is insane.
Yeah, it wasn't fun to watch. I
And-
left the stage. I was like, "That's not."
And you
I
know
don't
what?
Need that.
They barely spent any time on it. Was like all for nothing because
Yeah.
Steve just ran into Mike Tyson's fist and
Yeah.
he broke his own nose.
Yeah, if you watched at the very end, William Shatner's watching and he goes, he says something like, "Steve, oh my God!" Like it was just, it was not a fun display. I didn't like.
I feel
seeing
bad
that
for
live.
Steve-O because he's not, I know he wants to be a comedian and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's doing stand up.
But he always then relies on the stunt that's going to eventually get him killed.
There is a sadness to that, but
Yeah.
people love him. Like
Yes.
he has I found out the hard way. They have majorly hardcore fans.
I love Steve. I've had him on the show many times,
great.
but I
He's
always
great.
think he's going to kill himself. Like he'll all of a sudden light himself on fire, and I
Yeah.
go, one time this is going to go horribly wrong.
He's a liability.
That's the fear because
For sure.
he feels he has to deliver that.
I know, and it was like he so is going in the stand-up direction, but anything like that, there's a sadness to it.
Now, and now, I hadn't heard your roast in a while, and then I realized you were making some funny jokes about Patrice O'Neal's diabetes.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. I've had him on the show.
Yeah, I love him.
But he had like a stroke over the
He
weekend.
did. He had a stroke.
did he?
Yeah, I saw
didn't
that.
even hear that.
I saw that on Twitter that he had. Is it a severe thing where
I
he?
think so.
Oh.
Like there's only been I work at the Comedy Cellar a lot,
Right.
and there's only been some sprinklings of what happened, but yeah, it's
What's
really
the sprinkle? I mean, what do you hear?
he's not seeing anyone. Like nobody's allowed to go see him, but he, God, I don't know. I'm gonna start crying. He was like passed out. Like I think maybe he can blink but he can't move. He can't talk. But this is like third hand
information.
Yeah. So yeah. But if anybody wants to email love for Patrice
Very
at Gmail,
funny guy.
set up.
Incredibly funny, yeah.
Oh, he's one of the best comedians working. I think people who don't know much about the roast think that there's any sort of venom there, but it's like it's more, you get to go after the comedians the hardest.
Right.
It's called
yeah.
Love for Patrice
At Gmail.
at Gmail, and you can
gmail.com.
write him.
Just write, yeah, you can just.
Is he going? Is he going to live? You don't
I
know.
don't know.
I just thought all comedians know the health of every other comedian.
No,
Well,
I mean,
usually
he's a
it
friend.
seems
Like
they're a small
Right.
community.
Well, yeah, that especially the New York comics, it is kind of a tight knit thing.
Yeah.
But it's that there aren't really answers yet. It's not that I haven't gotten word. There's no real answers yet.
So did it ruin the foot joke? I mean, the fact that Patrice.
No,
is now...
I still think that's like a sweet joke. That
Right.
joke was gold.
Yeah.
But no, he loved it. He was, and he's been in here. He's the most vicious. He can just slaughter you.
Oh my God! Funny story. I thought he was terrific. I
Yeah.
heard some comedy tape of him.
Amazing.
So I invited him on the show. He came on a couple of times, I think. I think I have this right. I'm not sure I even remember. So at one point I said to Gary, "Gee, we haven't seen Patrice O'Neill in a while." He said, "Oh, he's not doing the show anymore. He's mad at you." I said, "What did I do? I don't even know him that well."
You had a falling out. You didn't
Yeah,
know
we had a
about
falling out, and he said you were on the air one time. You couldn't think of his name, and you said to Robin, "He's a heavy set or a fat black guy. I
Yeah.
can't think of his name. The comedian we have on." So Robin said, "Oh, Patrice O'Neill," and he got angry with me that I didn't remember his name.
Oh,
Really?
Because he still talks to me. I saw him outside.
Did you?
Not too long ago, and I said, "Hey, Patrice," and he was like, "Hey, Robin, how you doing?"
Really? Oh, well.
But
yeah.
I hadn't seen him in here, and I did wonder why we hadn't had him in.
He's sensitive. He's a sensitive man. He holds a grudge.
I said to Gary, I said, "Oh, that's such a shame." I said, I
he
don't
was
know
always
him."
funny.
Yeah, he's great.
His name was not on the tip of my tongue that day, but I was trying to describe to Robin who I was talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway.
He should understand that sometimes I have to remind Howard of my name.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, who are you?
You were great on the roast, Robin.
Oh, thank you.
Did you have fun doing that?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, right?
A lot of fun.
But it's tough. It's like all your worst nightmares as a child in school coming true.
Was that the first roast you ever did for Comedy Central?
Yeah, I found out 2 weeks before that I was doing it.
So are you the hot girl who now gets the Whitney?
Are you going to take the Whitney slot?
Do you get the
I'll
Whitney?
take that slot for sure.
You'll
I'll
take
take
Whitney's
Lampanelli's slot. I'll take whoever's. Yeah, I bet she has a nice slot.
So would you say that your career is struggling? Like it's a tough career because now
Are you making it? What is going on?
I'm here.
Where are we at? You're
I'm
here.
here.
Now,
this
you were
looks
on
like Vegas.
You were. It does, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
really tacky set. You were, but don't say that because the guys are very proud of it.
No, it looks
It's brand new.
amazing. This is a dream come true.
I always say to any of the comedians, were there jokes that you were going to do at the Charlie Sheen roast that got cut?
Yes.
There were.
There were.
Would
There
you
were.
share those with us?
Yes, I will. I'll share
Okay.
some. Let's see. And I don't remember why these were cut. Some of them, like Harvey Levin, backed out at the last second. He was supposed to do it.
TMZ guy.
TMZ guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And did you know he's gay?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
We've
know
had
that
him
until
on.
I was. Oh, okay.
Okay.
He just talked about cock nonstop, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, wait a minute.
It dawned on me.
The whole time.
It actually dawned on me that he was gay when he talked about cock for 20
Is that
minutes.
what led you to believe that?
That's right.
I said, Harvey, you are one tiny little queer. The only box you'll ever come close to are the three you stand on to see over the cubicles. Said, you've done more fudge packing than a Keebler elf who loves anal. I said, Harvey, you bottom-feeding, despicable Jew. And I could say that
'Cause you're
because
Jewish.
I'm honest.
Right.
You make your entire race go from saying never again to, well, just this once.
You should have been there.
I know. He backed out. I was so bummed.
That
I
would've
was
been
going to
so
go after
good.
him.
Yeah. Now, do you write these yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard, huh?
It is.
What is the process of coming up with roast jokes? What is the inspiration? Like, what do? You just do you sit yourself down in a room
Yeah.
and go, I am going to think about Harvey Levin. About
what's the meanest, worst thing? What do I think his deepest insecurity is?
Right.
Or just like my fat jokes about Shatner. I had originally written those for John Lovitz, but Lovitz looked pretty good, so I was like, I just kind of
Switch 'em.
transferred them to Shatner. And then I found out while we were sitting there that he's like in his 80s.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm calling this 80-year-old guy fat.
But made
like,
it even
give him
funnier.
a break. But he was a good sport.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But they cut
Do
out
you
my
feel-
Jeff Ross ones.
Do you feel bad about making fun of people at all? Does it get?
If I thought I really hurt someone's feelings, I would feel like shit.
Do you come up with really mean jokes that are so bad that you go, I cannot say this on a roast?
Yeah.
But that's the process. You've got to let everything fly.
Yeah.
And then you kind of
Yeah,
tone it
which
down.
is weird because that joke, that Steve-O joke, I did not think that was going to be anything. You know, I didn't go into this roast like, I don't care who I heard. I want to see my name in lights. I just wanted to do a good job and write jokes that I was proud of.
The other one I thought that was really was the, those two women whose lives you ruined, your daughter.
Yeah,
that was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a real good one.
I thought that was one that would have gotten more flack. But
How long
you never
does
know.
it take you? Like you get basically like 2 or 3 minutes on those roasts.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to come up with your roast material, your A game for a roast?
Well, it's 6 minutes. We
Okay.
get like between 6 and 8 minutes, except Jeff Ross gets like an hour.
Right, because he's so good at
Yeah,
it.
he's the best.
Right.
He's the best. Well, Geraldo was the best.
Yeah.
Greg Giraldo was great.
Oh God. Yeah. So I think I found out that I might maybe do it like a month before. So I just started writing, and going around trying my set out. When I found out I was definitely doing it 2 weeks before, I went to every club and tried out the jokes.
Every joke, right.
And
Yeah,
Charlie
which is
Sheen is pretty easy. I mean,
that's a lot to work with, and you don't feel bad doing it because his life is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's like not that much sadness to him, and I was glad he had us all over at his house the night before.
Oh, really?
At his manager's house, and he was just so cool. He just, I think, wanted to look us in the eye and make
Right.
sure we weren't like, we're gonna get you.
That's kind of weird. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
What a preemptive strike.
It was, well, I thought it was a great idea. It's just because
But does that make you eliminate some of the jokes that the fact that you were at his
Yeah,
home?
when Lovitz wasn't really fat, I eliminated those jokes.
No, but I mean, did it make you eliminate any of your Charlie Sheen material because
No.
you were meeting him?
Oh no, not at all.
I would think maybe that would ruin it ahead of time. If I was Comedy Central, I'd be like, no one's getting together the night before.
No, they liked it. I think they're going to make it a tradition.
I see.
Because it's like the way I felt about it was like we're all kind of we're all doing this show together. We're all making this show together.
What do you mean they decided to call you like a month in advance and say maybe you'll be on?
Well, they shoot for the stars. Like I think they put an offer out. They put out offers to like Johnny Depp. You
Right.
know, they hope someone's going through a bad phase. Like they'll
But
just
is
catch
Jo-
someone having a meltdown.
But is Johnny Depp really the right guy to have to one of those roles? You've got to be really
He's
professional.
hilarious. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Johnny Depp, I mean, would be a disaster. Although people are excited to see Johnny Depp,
People
the movie
love
star.
famous people.
Yeah, but I mean, you need a couple of
I
views.
think you need comedian like comics do the best on there, no question. They
That's right.
sweeten everybody else's set after the fact, but the comics I think always do the best.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite part of the whole process was running around getting ready.
So what did
you
they
know?
cut of you? What did you say about Jeffrey Ross that they cut
Oh,
out?
they cut out all my Jeff Ross jokes.
Really?
I like to intro to him. I was like, Jeff Ross is gross. I was like, but I mean, I could see a girl hooking up with you, Jeff. I would sit on your face just so I wouldn't have to look at it.
That's good. Why did they
Thank
cut
you.
that?
I don't know. I think just for time. They like to see the stars. Like, I
Right.
mean, and he's a star, but he's not
Right.
Sheen. Kate Walsh she's had such a full life, but no one to share it with. She really proves that no amount of money in the world can fill the hole that her uncle used to. They said no.
Oh.
They're like, no. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. I would have liked her.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
She was cool. She's so cool. She
Does
would have been fine with it.
Does it kill you inside when you've crafted these jokes, you went to comedy clubs, and then they go, ooh,
And they stay on that piece of
no.
paper.
You mean the audience or
Yeah.
Comedy
No,
Central?
does it kill you that like you spent all this time working on a joke and then suddenly Comedy Central says at the last minute, ooh, no, no one's ever going to hear it?
Yeah, it
does,
hurts.
right?
It's like a loss. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
because
sucks.
I mean, you can't wait almost to deliver that joke.
Yeah, there's so many changes last minute that I was like, oh, it's going to be like this. Like I was supposed to go up earlier, and then they're like, you're going almost at the end. So it's all these things, and you're just like, oh, and they don't care about. They care about the celebrities. I didn't even get like my makeup touched up. Nobody told me the red carpet had started. I was like, anyone want my picture? They were like, no thanks. No one knows you.
Do you have these jokes memorized in a sense because you've worked so long on them?
Well, I only worked for 2 weeks on them, really. So a little bit, like I'd said them a bunch, but they're not on the tip of my tongue like my act would be.
Is it your biggest fear that you'll craft a joke for the roast and then you're delivering it and then you stumble like over a word and then all of a sudden, like Sarah Silverman told me that's her biggest fear.
My biggest fear is rape.
Rape. Next to
but
rape.
Then, right after rape, a close second is no, not at all. I don't know. I don't think so.
Would your biggest fear be getting raped at the roast?
Yeah, getting raped on
and
TV.
stumbling over your line.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Speaking of rape.
Yeah.
So the one taboo thing they said to you, you can go do the Charlie Sheen roast, do whatever you want, But Mike Tyson, you can't
Can't talk
mention
about the rapings.
You can't talk about rapings.
Yeah, but we like sort of skirted around that because once they realized, because it wasn't the network that said no rape, it was like I think Tyson's wife, or they were like, "Hey, can we just sweep that rape under the rug?"
Yeah,
and we were all like, "Yeah, of course, we wouldn't bring that up." But one of my jokes, I just said. When you speak, you sound like a girl crying. Do you give yourself an erection? But he was like,
he didn't even understand that.
Yeah, it was that felt bad. That felt like like making fun of someone who was just like, what?
Why
but
didn't you
the whole time he was saying, "Hey, are we going to take this?" I was like, "Oh, that brings up the rape to me."
I know. He's like, "When should I start raping this girl?" Shatner's like, "I don't know."
Why didn't you say to Mike Tyson, "I know you said no to the rape jokes, but since when does no mean no?"
No means yes, Mike.
Yeah.
I wrote some good rape stuff that I had to cut. Losing the rape hurt. That really hurt.
That was a good
That
minute.
was a rape.
Yeah, you got raped by the rape joke.
Yeah.
So when you do these Comedy Central roasts, that brings you, like, I had never really heard of you, and you were on Last Comic Standing, and you came in 4th place.
Yeah.
And yet I never watched that show.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I didn't care about. I can't even believe it's still. Is it still on the air?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
Sometimes they
I'd
bring
never
it back
seen it
and
before I
sometimes
did
they
it.
don't. I don't think it was on this
it has
summer.
launched. No one.
Right. You know how American Idol had Kelly Clarkson? There is no one that got famous off that show?
No, not at all. Which was a great thing. I'd been doing stand-up 3 years. I was like, who's from out of town? Like doing soft shoe, and luckily no one saw it. So I got to then, for a year after Last Comic, I went around and I headlined because, enough people watched it that you're a draw on the road. I really just got away with it. I'm surprised no one got their money back. And then I went back to opening for Attell and Norton and featuring and going on the road, and now I'm a headliner again.
Yeah, right. Did you always feel that you wanted to be a stand-up comic? Was this something like was a burning desire?
No, I'm looking to get out. I'm thinking about going to dental school.
You want that sitcom?
I don't know if I want that. I want to do work I'm proud of, like everybody,
Right.
But I love stand-up.
Where'd you grow up?
Rockville Center.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
A horrible place.
It is a horrible place.
I hated it.
I did not fit
A lot
in.
of funny people come out of Rockville Center.
That's true. Attell's from there also.
I always tell Robin, I thought it was very anti-Semitic. They have the archdiocese there.
Yes. They called me, instead of Amy Schumer, they called me Amy Jumer.
Oh, wow.
I'm serious. And one day, it was like this summer day, and I was walking past this bodega, and that's a deli for.
We don't know that. Yeah, right.
I did Rosetta Stone,
Right.
and these kids they're like start throwing pennies at me, and I didn't even know that was like a. I was confused because they looked really mad, but I was like, "This is awesome!"
Hey, free money.
Like well seen in Goonies.
Hey, they like me. They really like me.
Yeah, no, I dealt with total anti-Semitism in Rockville Center. They have that golf club and beach clubs where they're like, I'd have to change my last name so they didn't know I was Jewish. It's like the real deal.
So how do you end up in stand-up comedy if you didn't fantasize about it?
I was a problem child. Teacher's worst nightmare and class clown were like my little awards.
Oh, really? Were you really a bad kid?
Yeah, I had Saturday detention every single week.
Really?
Yeah, like Breakfast Club, Saturday
What would you
detention.
do in school that was so bad?
I was a huge wise ass. I would say the funniest thing I could think of. Like I just liked making myself laugh and making people uncomfortable.
Right.
I would always and I never saw the teachers as like these untouchable authorities.
Wow.
I'd be like, listen, Gil, I'm really bloated today. I
can't be in your gym class.
Yeah, I was like, I know that you go home and you black out and you call hookers. Like, do I have to pretend because you're wearing a suit that I should respect? I just couldn't.
Wow, so you were disrespectful. Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, no, I wasn't disrespectful to the teachers that like treated you like a human being.
Right.
But the people who like just have personality disorders who take it out on kids. I like justice.
Are men really intimidated by you because
That's
you're?
what I tell myself.
No, seriously, are they? Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm
You
single.
don't. You
Yeah.
broke up recently?
Yep.
Were you dating the guy who was on the roast
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah, we were together for 2
Which
years.
guy? Oh, that guy?
Anthony. Yeah, he's great.
The guy whose
it
name
wasn't
you
bad.
didn't know.
Yeah,
Right.
like Vandersloot. Well, he has a rapey quality about him. I think that's why I was attracted to him. I always like guys that look like they could play.
Is it weird to
rapists
date
and Law &
another?
Order.
Is it weird to date another comedian?
It
is he
wasn't weird.
competitive?
We were never competitive. Luckily, we were both doing pretty well.
Right.
But
Who's a better comedian, you or him?
Oh, me.
Right.
Come on, let's be
Clearly.
honest.
You're not going to date somebody better than you.
No. He's a great comic. He
Yeah.
really is. Yeah, I would love to be like, he's never gonna make it, but I think he's gonna.
So why'd you break up with him? Seemed like a happy couple, right?
We were good. It was just. We wanted way different things. I would have loved for us to have stayed together.
What'd you want? Marriage and everything?
No. No.
What different things do you want?
I already have a ring. The Nuva ring. What was it? It was just, we're both on the road so much, and I was like down to try and make it work, and he wasn't able to give as much as I needed, I guess.
Like what did you need?
A text message once in a while.
Like once a week at least?
Acknowledge me when you're not here.
Well, yeah, no. By the end, it was like I'd be like, "Can you text me after shows?" Because we're both alone in hotel rooms and miserable. And it was like a parody of a guy like on a sick. Like, he was like, "You're suffocating me," and I was like, "What? Am I a waitress you banged in Fresno?"
Hey, don't I know you?
Yeah. So like he He's
He
young.
wasn't for that.
No, but I'm excited. I'm
How old are
excited to
you?
be single. 30,
30, and how old's he?
33,
Yeah,
32.
do you think he was banging other chicks on the side, maybe?
Not that I know of.
Right.
I don't think so. But
when a
I've
guy
seen
doesn't-
girls girls want him. They throw them in front of me.
But when a guy doesn't text you, like he's on the road,
think
you're
he's
on the road,
busy.
and he doesn't text you for like 2 days.
Right.
I mean,
I wasn't even worried about that.
Wow.
Seriously, that's not why because it doesn't matter. I was like, I wasn't like, go cheat on me. I wasn't like, Demi Moore. I was like, I hope you don't cheat on me. If you do, I hope I never know about it. And don't catch any new disease.
Right. Be
Let's just
safe.
keep the ones we have already.
Right.
Let's harness those. But yeah, I don't think so. He's not. I thought he would be the type to be like that, but he gets too drunk. I think that's what it is. I'm like, no, he won't be able to do anything anyway.
I mean,
but
you
I wasn't
clearly-
worried about that. I just wanted a friend, like my best friend, to be like, the MC sucks, and just talk.
You clearly are a funny person. Did
Thanks.
it kill you inside when you don't win America's funniest comedian?
No, I couldn't believe I was on there. I mean, 3 years, under 3 years I've been doing it. And the other guys had all been doing it 15, 20 years. And I'm just every step of the way, my sort of reality character on that show was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Who won that year?
John Reap.
John Rape?
John Rape. John Sodomy?
John
know
Rape.
him?
Who is this? John who?
Yeah,
John
he's kind of a
Rape.
blue-collar kind of guy.
I see.
Yeah.
So he won, and you didn't feel, I'm not a funny person, I'm giving up the business.
No, I got fourth. I was like, oh my God, this is it. I broke up with my boyfriend at the time. I was like, I'm going on the road.
What were you doing before?
Sorting mail and bartending.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you, so now you're single. How long you been single?
3 weeks.
You date anyone yet?
No.
Have you fucked anyone new?
No. We broke up one time about a year and a half ago, and I was like, all right,
It's
maybe I'm
on.
still like I was in college. Somebody needs this.
Right.
And I went out, and I was like, and I met a guy.
Where'd you
and
meet him? At a bar?
At a bar.
Right.
I met a guy, and I didn't I just thought he was really hot. I was wasted. That night, I was like, oh my God, he looks like the Twilight guy, like Robert Pattinson.
Oh, that's a handsome guy.
In the morning, I'm like, you look like fucking Governor Patterson. He was not cute in the morning. And I'd never dealt with an uncircumcised penis before.
Oh, he was
which is-
uncircumcised.
He was uncircumcised. And
What was he, European?
He was French.
Ah,
I didn't even
French.
know he was French. I thought we were both just faking the accent, But I really realized that men don't warn you; they just roll it out,
Yeah.
And so I had to become an award-winning actress. I'm like, oh no, that's totally cool. I'm like, Mom, can you come pick me up?
I got into something here.
Because men don't ever tell you what you're about to deal with.
You
You know,
never saw an uncircumcised penis in your... I don't think
No.
I've ever seen one, except for Sal, who whips
I've
it
never
out
even
every
seen
minute.
them in porn. I was like, what is that? Are we having a pillow fight? Why is the gnome
Something's
from
wrong with
Travelocity
you.
in your underpants?
Yeah.
Was it
I was
gross?
thrown.
Did it smell or something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It did.
It was gross.
So did you blow him?
No.
No. So what did you start giving him a hand job kind of thing?
I tried, but it was like an ice cream cone had melted in my hand. I felt like a magician with the scarves, just pulling. I was just like, get me out of here,
Right.
But he was like, the French guys are different. He didn't expect anything. He couldn't believe that this was happening, and he was really sensual, and he started to pick me up.
Right.
When we're kissing, and then I think you realized that he was in over his head. I kind of got planted back down. I'm trying to feel sexy, and he's winded from trying to hoist me. But we were He gave up like immediately because he's
Right.
French.
Right.
And
we know how they are.
you know how that goes.
Right.
But I left in the middle. I
Oh,
really did.
really?
Yeah, but it wasn't because of like I was like, all right, like it's your penis is making me ill. The thought of it, but like this little gnome. But it was.
Was it
we
a big
stopped.
penis?
It was fine. It was totally acceptable.
And so you pulled back and you saw like there was a whole different vibe
I
to
threw
it.
the skin over my shoulder
Right.
like a team player.
And so then he put it inside of you.
He put on a condom. He
Yeah.
put it inside me, and then we had to stop after like a second.
Why?
Because something was wrong with the condom, and he was fixing it, and I was looking at him, and he was like, "Well, don't look at me," but he was like, "Well, don't," and I was like, "Ew," and I was like, "You know what? I'm sad all of a sudden. I miss my boyfriend. I'm gonna leave," which you can do as a girl.
Yeah.
Like if a guy's like, "You know what?" You're like,
I mean, that's so. Do you ever feel as a girl like sometimes you have to say to the guy, "Okay, he was in me already. I should let him finish. So let him fuck me a little bit longer. I mean, we went this far."
I felt no responsibility to
Good for you.
for this guy to achieve orgasm.
You're very healthy.
When I was younger, I had a guy. I met a guy in Montana when I was like 19, and I was like, oh, he was so hot there. He was like a mountain climber.
Montana hot.
Montana. He
Muscular.
came and visited me in New York. Doesn't translate. Doesn't.
It's like when you get that moo when you go to Hawaii.
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
like
wear it when you come
cannot
home.
rock it when you're back at home. Yeah, so I learned that the hard way. But I was like 19, and he flew all the way here. So I got myself drunk enough to sleep with him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he flew so far. But now I'm older. I'm like, you can always get out of fucking someone.
What is
Unless
it that
it's Tyson.
What is it that it doesn't work? I mean, it's kind of like yeah, he's out of his environment. He was
Yeah.
hot there. He doesn't fit in with my friends. That kind of thing.
Well, it was more than that. He was like pointing out gay people,
Oh, I see.
and he was.
Hey, there's a gay.
Oh, this is really New York.
Yeah. You know, when you're in the mountains and all you're seeing is the sky, and he was like in a Dave Matthews cover band. I was 19, okay? I'm 19 years old. And but in retrospect, like he was such a dirtbag. Like he just wanted to.
Hey, wait a second. Here's the French guy who fucked her. We just found him.
my God.
Oh, he's on the
I would
phone.
be
What was
so
it like when you were?
terrified.
What were you like? Did you enjoy having sex with Amy?
Oh my God.
It would have been nice to have a little sex with her.
You were having sex with her.
I was trying to have sex with her.
Yeah, so
Instead
what-
of
sounding like
throwing my
Borat.
foreskin over her shoulder.
This is not sounding
with
French.
the condom?
Oh, I don't know. It was the condom was grossed out too.
Was your foreskin?
Pretend it was upholstery. Use your imagination. You're a comedian.
Oh my God, flawless French accent.
Thank you. That's
Wow.
I trained him myself.
You're a dialect coach. I
That's
had no
right.
idea.
So you were a bad kid
Yeah.
who got in trouble at school, and then you make the switch to become a comedian somehow.
Yeah.
First time you get on stage, a disaster, I imagine. Where do you go to become a comedian?
I went to Gotham Comedy Club.
Yeah.
It used to be on a different street. It was like small, and I just walked by. I'd done theater, like I majored in theater,
Right.
so I didn't have to get over stage fright. But I
Where'd you go to college?
Towson University.
Where the hell
outside
is that?
Baltimore.
Maryland, yeah.
Yeah.
Maryland. Yeah. I
Acting center of the world.
Oh God!
Yes.
that
Everybody comes out
school
of
has
Towson.
churned out every
I think
great
Meryl
artist.
Streep, Jack Nicholson,
Right.
Marlon
They don't
Brando.
I think
talk about
Brando.
it.
He would
Brando.
come back
Talk
and
about it,
have a
but they
couple
all went
master
there.
classes. Yeah.
So you went there.
Charles Dutton, guys. Anybody?
Oh, boy.
Rock.
And then you got up on stage.
Yeah, I tried it
And you killed, I bet, the first time.
the first time. Yeah.
Did you have material when you got up on stage?
I walked past Gotham and it said, if you bring 4 people, you can get on stage. So I called, I'm from not far away. So I called people, they came in, and I wrote, horrible jokes and delivered them like I was Seinfeld.
Yeah. What was the first joke that you ever told? Do you know?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh God. It was about, when you're on the bus in the city, they have these things that go across town, you guys, that carry people, buses. You'll never have to worry about it. But
Yeah, I heard
when you're on the bus, if you feel it like deflate, the tire deflate, it means like a person's getting on that's all jacked up. And it's like some woman like who comes on and her like there's like things living in her legs. I talked about that, and I talked about skywriting and how skywriting annoyed me because it always faded. And I had like a little arc to the set because I was like, so this summer if you're going to propose to somebody, guys, it was like it was horrible.
Was your delivery all wrong? Was it just like...
I had like some sense of timing, but
Right.
I have a tape of it, and it's the most. I would rather watch my parents have sex than watch myself do that again.
Did your family say to you, listen, you're destroying your life. This is ridiculous.
No.
You don't know what you're doing. You're
My
getting...
mom was like, "When are you headlining the Apollo? You
Wow.
are." She inflated my sense of self my whole life. Like I thought I was a model. Like I walk,
Right.
then you get old enough, the kids start getting mean. But I walked in the first day of middle school, and I was like, "Who wants it?"
Because she convinced you were the best looking girl ever.
She convinced me. She was like, "You're an angel. You sparkle." And I was like, "Look what you made,
Mom.
Oh,
So
I
is
thought
that
it was
bad
amazing.
parenting? Can some parents go overboard in inflating their kids so that they're not prepared for the world?
Well, I feel like I'm glad she did that.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can prepare you for the. I mean, kids are so mean. Like they were so mean. So you're gonna, find reality sooner
Right,
or
it's
later.
there.
But
Was your mom in shock whenever you did something bad because she was so convinced you were an angel?
Yeah, she would be like you. When I was in 6th grade, I bit a girl. She cut me in line, and it was like the day they had steakums at the cafeteria, which I found out later is just like not at all meat.
Yeah.
But this girl cut me, and I didn't really bite her. I just like scared her.
Right.
So they call my mom, and they're like, "Amy bit someone." She's like, "You have the wrong number." And I'm like, "Mom, I was just trying to scare her."
But your mother was a pushover. Hey, you
Yeah.
have a funny story. You went to Great Adventure one time, or one of those places, and you were
Yes.
waiting in line for a very long
yes.
time.
I went to Great Adventure,
Right.
and I don't like amusement parks. I think
Right.
they're horrifying. But I went to Great Adventure, and I was with this family, and they were intense about Great Adventure. They brought us. We had to go there at 6 a.m. so we could go through the stupid safari. We saw like one thing that might have been a monkey,
Right.
but I think it was just like a stuffed animal. It was like a pigeon wearing ears, and then we waited for the Scream Machine, and there's a special line where you can wait to sit in the front seat because that's the best seat because you look like you're going to die.
Right.
So we wait for hours, and then it's our turn to sit in the front. And who gets to cut the whole line and take our seat? Robin. Robin cut us.
Robin
on the Scream
Quivers.
Machine. Robin Quivers. You cut us.
Yeah, you
What kind of a
evidently.
human being? And we're all going, Robin. We've been
Did she
waiting.
get booed?
No, everyone was really excited to see her. She knew everyone loves her. She smiles, and everyone.
Great Adventure was a sponsor of ours. I remember this.
Right.
And because if you were a VIP, so to
Yeah.
speak, you got to cut in
Well,
front
they
of the
had
line.
somebody bring me around
Yeah.
to every ride.
Right. So, you don't
It
really.
was way more exciting to see you than it was. No one was pissed. Everyone was like,
Well, it's funny because they were a sponsor of ours. So Gary gets told, you can go to Great Adventure. You'll be able to cut in line.
Yeah.
He brings his wife, his 2 kids. They go. He cuts right in the line. He said he got booed so badly. And people started taunting him in front of it and his children and everything
In front of
because
his children.
well, in front of his, they were taunting the kids too because you know what, people had waited in line a really long time,
Right.
And all of a sudden, look who's here,
Look
Gary.
who's here.
Fa, fa,
Money
fooey.
bags,
Yeah,
fooey.
money
no, well, he doesn't have that
He said it
smile.
was
He doesn't
so
have Robin's.
bad.
You know what it was? It was. I realize now, especially hearing Amy's story.
Yeah.
Like the woman who brought us around, she said, "Oh, I had Chris Rock last week and everything." So I figure if you're going to get cut, you expect Chris Rock to walk
Yeah.
up. You see
Yeah.
me,
Not Baba Booey.
like what the fuck?
What a disappointment.
Yeah. So I was reading notes on you. You were a
Yeah.
really bad person because you used to shoplift. You'd get into big trouble.
Wow.
God, did I say that in my interview?
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
I got arrested a couple times.
She got arrested a
I
couple
did
times.
not.
Lucky not to be in prison.
That
What
is correct.
this?
That is
Every
correct.
kid goes through a shoplifting stage. I
Not
went,
like me.
But did you? I mean, every kid doesn't get caught.
Yeah, well, I was, it was grand larceny. You shoplifted?
Oh my God! All of my friends. My mother did not like my friends. Now I realize why.
They are bad friends.
They would
They were
they
bad.
would say we're going to go to Roosevelt Field and we're going to have a shoplifting spree. And I would be in such a nervous panic. I go, well, I want to go along with the group. I
Yeah.
want to be a part of this. And they were all terrific at it. I had a friend who could hide whole record albums. There was no CDs. It was record albums underneath his coat.
Oh, my God.
Another friend would go into like a Barnes and Noble type bookstore and steal every book, hardcover,
Yeah.
softcover, everything. And it was sort of like a competition. So they bring me along. I'm sweating bullets. I don't want to steal anything. I have this. I'd never stolen anything in my life.
Yeah.
I walk into Macy's, and I saw tie tacks. Now I don't wear ties. I'm a little kid.
What are you going to do with
What
that?
do you need a tie?
But I wanted to steal something so I could be in with
Like,
the
look,
crowd.
guys, yeah.
And so I swiped a tie tack. I stuck it in my pocket. I was shitting in my pants. I came out with this tie tack like I had just won the lottery.
Right.
I remember bringing it home and feeling horribly. But the thing that saved me was I brought my cousin with me, and they wanted him to shoplift, and I felt in charge of him. And I said, we're going home. I don't want anything bad. I went home. Thank God. All my friends got caught, and they brought the police in. They were involved in everything. But these guys couldn't
They were
really,
trailing them.
I don't know what happened, but
Oh.
somebody got caught in the store, and then that was it, and then it was all over for them. What was your story?
You got caught?
I got caught. Well, the first time I got arrested, I was out. I think it was like a junior Olympic. Like I played volleyball,
Right.
and we were in San Jose, and it was something. My mom was the chaperone of this tournament, and we were going around, and I was just like stealing whatever, like candles, shot glasses, nothing like that I would
All
ever use.
junk that you'll never need.
Garbage, and I didn't get caught. The other girls got caught, and they said if anyone else did, fess up. And I'm like, we're a team, right, guys? Okay. I'm like, let's all tell them. I'm like, I did it. Now you guys go. And they're all like,
oh,
yeah,
you're
that's all you.
kidding.
Yeah. So I got in trouble. I got benched the whole tournament, knee pads around the ankles. My mom is just the chaperone, just staring at me. I think she still thought she probably didn't do it. Somebody probably planted something on her. But then the time I got arrested, bad. I want to tell you I was like 14, but it was I was like 21. I was like 20 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. I was at Bloomingdale's and with my.
Did you have a problem? Do you think you're a kleptomaniac?
Yeah. I had been shoplifting for a long time.
So some people actually have like a problem. Like they like you're not taking
can't go
stuff
into a store without it.
You're not taking stuff you need necessarily. It's just the idea, the thrill of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, isn't it sad? Like, I'll read some police blotter when I'm in some city, and it's all like, this 90-year-old woman was stealing milk to feed her grandson. I'm like, I already have that pinstripe pantsuit, but why don't I get another one? I was like really well dressed. It was college. I was like stealing a lot of nice clothes, but I figured out a way I could return the clothes and get cash.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I was into it, but it wasn't about what I could get very much. It was the adrenaline.
Did you go to a psychiatrist about this?
Totally a rush.
Did you go to a psychiatrist about this?
Not
Because
about this specifically. I
Right.
mean, I've gone to
Have
many
you
psychiatrists.
stopped? Do you-
Oh yeah, no.
You're not going to take our. You're not going to
it.
take our little tchotchkes over there, are you?
No, I mean, they're gorgeous. They're really everything in this room looks amazing.
So you
no,
got
I don't have
caught?
a problem stealing things.
Right.
It was only from like
So who
big
caught you?
places. Bloomingdale's.
Bloomingdale's got you.
They're real. Beware, they're really tough.
And they took you down and they arrested you and the whole thing?
Yeah, and
Wow.
it was with my cousin who is
Senator Chuck Schumer.
he's not my uncle.
What is he?
I don't know. He's like my dad's cousin.
Oh, so you don't really know him.
We know each other.
Right. Does he
if we
root
saw
for
each
you?
other, I think he hopes that I probably get hit by a train, so my name can stop appearing. Yeah, it's never good press for me.
Don't you think the family is proud of you? Don't you think Chuck Schumer even says, "Hey, you know who my cousin
I don't
is"?
know what
It
she
depends
is, but
on the
we're
thing.
related.
Right.
Like I think they thought Last Comic Standing was exciting, and being here, they'll be super excited about. But other things, like they don't really like. I was trying to explain to my dad what a roast was, and he was like, "Well, maybe you shouldn't do that." You know, I was like, "Maybe not."
What
but,
does your dad do for a living?
He mostly just shits himself. He has MS. He lives in a hospital. But it's really somehow not sad because he still thinks he's like gorgeous. Like he's trying to get me to help him set up a Match.com profile.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, what do you want me to write? Like shits himself and has no memory. He's like, that's perfect.
So your parents are divorced?
Yeah.
And he has MS.
Yeah, but he's like happy. It's the weirdest. He's fine.
You
He's
don't
totally
feel sad
fine.
about any of this?
No, I mean, if I really think about it, it's so like I have seen my father drop heat in front of me at LaGuardia. It was the worst. I was going to spend the summer in Montana with my brother, and he was like, it was when you could still walk people to the gate of their plane. And my dad was like, I'm going to walk you to the gate. Like there were we knew it was getting worse. So we like went surfing for the last time together. Like we, all these last things. And that was
I'm
really
gonna cry.
sad. Do it, please. I want you
cry
to know.
now. Let's see it.
No,
She's a
but-
bullshit artist. She's not crying. Right.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to cry. Can I have another latte?
Yeah.
Let me wipe my tears with this
That's very
100.
heavy to go surfing with your father for the last time.
That was really heavy.
Are you waiting for the big call from Saturday Night Live or something? Like, did you ever fantasize about being on there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you audition?
No, I've been asked to audition. I'm like, trying to get better, and I'm an actor, but I don't really do characters. But I'm not like, my goals change so much that I want to keep getting better at stand up,
Right.
and I'm getting more more acting work the past couple years. It's been really good.
In other words, you still enjoy doing stand-up. A lot of people, like I saw Eddie Murphy on David Letterman, who I think is one of the most brilliant stand-ups. And he was like, at 27, I was done with it. That's it. I never wanted to do it again.
I can't imagine that. I mean, that would be fine if that ever happens, but I can't wait to get on stage every night. Yeah. But it
some
sucks
guys
traveling. I mean, everything other than the actual stage time is awful. Like, it's really depressing.
Especially for a girl, because like guys at least go on the road and get laid.
They'll get drunk. They'll get laid. After the show, I'm like, I hope no one says anything too mean to me. I'm like selling my CDs. I'm like, everyone has something. They'll be like, they'll think it's a compliment, and I'm like, they'll be like, you're a lot thinner in person, and I'm like, did you think that I wasn't going to hear that? Like, well, on TV, you're a fucking beast.
Do guys hit on you at all at these clubs?
A tiny bit, but they don't do it well. You know, they'll like come up and try and like make a joke. I would love to like meet a guy and be like, let's check out the Best Western.
You're a successful stand-up comedian. Can you make a good living doing it nowadays? Yeah. Or is like income gone down because everyone's sort of hurting?
The economy?
No, I'm in a good position. I'm not rich. I live in a studio and ride my bike everywhere.
What kind of living can a stand-up comic who's really headlining now and doing a good...
Like headlining now on TV a little bit.
Yeah.
You can make 100.
Can you make 200?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So you could have a good year, make 200 grand.
Yeah, totally.
And you travel. How many days a week you got to travel?
I'm usually on the road 4 days a week.
Okay.
I'm trying to do it less. I'm trying to only go out maybe 1 or 2 weeks a month.
Right.
But
the bigger you get, if you do a couple more of these Comedy Central
and
things,
you get to do a theater.
Right. And then suddenly the world is your oyster.
Oh, you have a private jet. There is no road. You get to fly home, sleep in your own bed.
You'll never drive yourself
have sex with your own wife.
So what's the goal? You want to be the world's greatest stand-up?
No.
You just want to make a living being a stand-up. You want to get more acting work.
Yeah, I want to develop. I want to make...
What's the best acting job you've had?
I just did a movie with Steve Carell.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and I'm developing a show with Comedy Central, and CBS just bought a pilot.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
I'm making moves, and I'm going to be on this show that's on Adult Swim called Delocated, and it's the funniest show I've ever seen.
So this is it for you. You're on your way.
I'm trying. I want to just what do you think? Don't you just have to keep making it interesting and fun for yourself?
Yes, you do. You
right?
do. Yeah, otherwise you go insane. Let's go to Rick. We're on with Amy Schumer. Her album Cutting is available now on iTunes. Are you referring to the fact that you cut yourself or something?
That my cousin did. Yeah, my sister did.
Your sister was a cutter?
Well, that's what the joke is on the album.
Oh, that's funny. What?
Yeah, well, the way I get off stage is I say, I'll leave you with this. My little sister, used to cut herself. And then I put the mic in the mic stand and I leave.
And that's the joke.
That's the end of my set. After I spend an hour with these people, I leave them with nothing.
Is that a reality or is that a joke?
It's a joke.
It's a joke. I'm not clear, but I won't press you.
No, my sister's a school psychologist doing really well.
I see. Okay, very good. All right. Well, that's what happens. If you do cut yourself, you become a psychologist. Rick, go ahead in Pittsburgh.
Hey, thanks, King. Amy, were you spanked growing up, and do you think you still deserve a spanking for all that shoplifting you did?
Well, thank you for asking that.
All right, that's
Richard.
but it is an interesting question.
I was spanked growing up.
And fully nude?
Yeah, and once in a while a finger would slip in, and I'd be like, wait, is this punishment or not?
Who was spanking you? Your
mom
dad?
Spanked me.
Your
Dad
mom.
spanked me once because Mom made him, and he cried the whole time.
But they didn't make
was really awkward.
Did they make you pull down your pants and get spanked?
I don't remember being ass out. Luckily, I was at an age where I totally had it coming. If they hadn't spanked me,
she remembers.
I
what
loved
about
every
that sexual?
second of
Because
it.
I find you a very intelligent woman, very bright, sexy woman. But I could see where a guy gets intimidated because let's say we get in bed and then I want to spank you or something like that. I would think, oh, she's going to think this is funny. She's going to make jokes about it. I mean,
I have no jokes in the bedroom.
You are able to turn it off.
I am dirty, and I have no jokes in the bedroom.
What does it mean you're dirty?
I like having fun in
Not
bed.
anal.
I've never had
You
anal.
talk dirty?
Yeah.
Oh,
you do?
I like being talked to. I like talking. But I dated a guy.
Yeah.
The last guy I dated, he needed, the sex got really weird really fast. Which I guess it has to. Because if you don't enter that stuff in early, like after 5 years and you're like,
it's hard to put it in.
Wear this rice patty hat, you'll be like, where is this coming from? But so it got to a place where he wanted to watch me watch porn every time, and he needed me to talk constantly about things I'd done.
Oh.
So at a certain point, like, I ran out of shit. Like, I started lying, and then he
because
started...
you're not that sexually experienced. I mean,
Well,
there's only so many experiences.
There's
you
only
can
so much I've done.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm like making up stories. And then he started like fact checking. He'd be like, wait, you said, I'm like, fuck you. I haven't had a new story for like a year.
Right.
It was exhausting.
Tell me the time that girl came on to you.
Yeah.
And
I'm like,
right.
do you really think any of this happened?
At
It's like
some
whenever I
point-
start dating a guy, I always pretend like maybe I'm like, I don't know, I've thought about a threesome, but. And then 6 months in, I'm like, I'm not doing that.
At
That's
some
weird.
point, I mean, at some point, you know, it
You just gotta like having sex,
can
right?
get it can get exactly.
Yeah,
it can get
like, what about
weird.
just fucking each other?
Yeah, doesn't it feel good enough being
What
inside of
happened
me?
to penetration?
Right.
Come
Do you need
on.
a lot of foreplay?
Not a lot.
Right.
I like
If a guy spanks you, you don't think that's weird, though, right? You're
No.
okay with you're down with it.
I'm more than down with it.
Right. Oral
Yeah.
sex okay with you both ways?
Totally.
You're all right with it.
Huge fan.
Unless you're not circumcised.
Yeah, in which case, get out of here.
Gunplay.
Gunplay,
sweet-
only on
you-
the high holy days.
Shoot you in the foot, maybe, with my gun? All right. Let's go to Bill. Bill says he wants to say hi to Amy Schumer, the new album Cutting, available on iTunes. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, Amy. How you doing?
Hi, Bill.
I really love you.
Thank you.
All right, I don't think we're going anywhere with this. Nick, let's go to Nick in Charleston, West Virginia. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I just want to get your opinion. Don't you think she's 10 times hotter and funnier than Whitney Cummings?
Well, what about that? Are you, because you...
Are
sort
you
of,
hotter
because,
than Whitney?
yeah, first of all, yeah.
No.
Are you hotter than Whitney Cummings?
That's a definitive no.
Are you friends with Whitney Cummings?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Whitney very much.
Me too.
Now, because you're a female comic, it's almost like, you know, Eddie Murphy was talking about this. He was the black comic for a while. He was like, there was no room for two.
Yeah.
It's like you sat in, Whitney wasn't on the comedy roast. Now, are you being compared to Whitney now? Is it like a competition?
I haven't, no one has said that to me. But I think there's room for all of us, for real.
I would think so.
And I don't know how other people feel, but when I see a funny woman, I'm like, yes, like, trust me, I don't want to be the one. I think women are hilarious. So at Whitney, there's no sense of competition.
Whitney's
yeah.
very funny.
She's motivated. Like,
Are you a
she's
Sarah
great.
Silverman fan?
Yeah, totally.
Are you a Sandra Bernhard fan?
Yes.
You like you root for other comics.
Hell yeah.
Rosie
Absolutely.
O'Donnell, you enjoy
I
her?
do.
Yeah.
I do. No,
Ellen
you're-
DeGeneres, you like her?
Yeah.
You do. So you like,
she had me on her show. I was the first female comic. She had me on her show.
do you know her personally?
Just from her,
Just
like
from,
her
just
getting
from
me
the
on the show. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to... Yeah.
Howard, can I throw in one more thing?
Yes.
Whitney, or I'm sorry, Whitney. Amy.
You can call me whatever you want, Bill. Oh, Bill's gone.
Nick,
This is West Virginia.
Nick, go ahead.
I have masturbated to those pictures of you online many times. Those
What
ladies
pictures?
are
Thank you.
gorgeous.
What pictures
I
are-
posed naked in Cosmo.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to...
Sexiest thing I've ever seen.
Is that
Thank
true?
you. Yeah.
You were nude?
Yeah,
No hang-ups,
I shot
huh?
at the Comedy Cellar.
You have big breasts now.
Thanks.
Look at, what are you, like a C?
Yeah.
I'm going to say you're a C cup. No inhibition about that.
No, I'm like, I better do it now while everything is still kind of where it's supposed to be.
Did anybody say to you, like an agent or anything, like, listen, Amy, don't do this?
Yeah, and I was like, bye.
And
I'm
what'd
doing this.
And what'd your mom say about this?
She was at the shoot.
She was there.
She was watching the door. We did it at the Comedy Cellar, and she was making sure no beer deliveries came in while I was...
You show the vagina?
No.
Just the titties?
Yeah.
What'd you do with the
I was
vagina?
just in underwear. I mean,
Panties.
they were like, "Will you take off your panties?" And I was like, "Okay." And my mom was like, "No."
No, you
I was
pay for
like,
that.
"Oh, yeah." I was like, "Okay."
No kidding.
No, yeah.
I have to see this.
Check it out.
Oh, you are free.
Hey, thanks, Howard.
Why did you bring your mom to a nude shoot?
I don't know. I think. Well,
I wouldn't feel sexy in front of my mom.
I didn't mind it. I guess that is pretty boundaryless and disgusting, but I felt fine. Because it wasn't about it's Cosmo. So I mean, I wanted to feel sexy, but
Was
it was
your mom
more,
naked too, just to support
Everyone
you?
was naked. Yeah,
Beautiful,
her
yeah.
boobs were on the floor, running around.
Wow.
No, it was.
Oh, there it is.
There's one of them.
Look at you, naked.
Oh.
Oh.
Smug over the shoulder shot. Yeah, it was like about the article I wrote to go along with it.
I see.
They gave me like 6 pages. Like they've been very cool to me. Kate White, the editor in chief, there is the coolest woman ever.
You look so cute there.
Thank you. Yeah, they chose like a little cute one. I was like, can we use the ones where I look dirty? And they were like, no.
But no nips. You don't see any nipple.
No, well, I have some. I don't know if there are any online where you see nipple, but there were some where you saw more.
Yeah, and you have a good body image. In other words, you don't sit there all day like these women and obsess. Oh, I've got to lose 5 pounds. I got to gain 10 pounds.
No.
You're not freaked out.
I
by
mean,
that.
I'll have days where I'm like, oh my God, what happened? But I feel like sexy. I feel like good. I work out. I take care of myself.
When you date a guy, do you walk around the house nude?
Not over like not annoying. I'm not
You're
like
not
the
a
sign
nudist?
like opening
Okay.
pickles, but I'm naked a lot. I'm not hurrying to the bathroom covering myself up. I'm
All right, Abe, go ahead. You're on the air. You're on with Amy Schumer, and then I'll let you out of here. We've kept you locked up for an hour. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, Abe.
Amy, just a question and a comment.
Okay.
Number one, what is it you do for a living? And number two, I'm looking forward to seeing you appear on a carton of milk.
Okay.
What does that
you.
mean? That's an insult.
He's
He wants
insulting
me
her.
to be.
yeah.
He wants me to be.
I saw you on the Charlie Sheen roast. I didn't think you were funny at all.
Okay.
Oh, come on. She was so funny.
Oh, yeah. Her joke about...
What about her talking about her dad? How much darker does this get?
Oh, yeah, the joke that she made about Steve-O's buddy...
That was not a
you're
bad joke.
upset about that.
Well, let's talk about it. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
let's talk about it. What made you upset about me saying that joke? Let's talk about
I thought
it.
it was tasteless.
It hurt your feelings. You thought it was too
No, it
soon.
didn't hurt my feelings. I just really thought it was tasteless.
Okay, you're completely entitled to feel that way. I didn't say it with any malintent. I didn't think that it was going to hurt anyone's feelings, but I understand you feeling that way. That's okay.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you that. You're cute as hell. I'd love to bang you.
Thank you.
Well,
that
hey,
means the
that's
world.
nice.
That's something.
That means the world.
By the way, I
Thank
should
you.
tell you, this guy is Anthony Jeselnik, the guy you date. Yeah, so go ahead, Pat. Pat, you're on
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Hey, now.
Amy, you were on a roast a while ago, and you did a joke about leg braces. It was the funniest thing. And
thanks.
What one
and
was
I think
that?
you're
Well, I
the
just
greatest
said-
comedian, and I'm glad you're getting, the recognition you deserve. And Howard, I love you, 20-year listener plus.
Thanks, Pat.
And thanks for getting me through every day.
All right,
Oh,
Pat. Thank you. What was the joke
I just
that Pat's
said
talking
I said I
about?
wasn't a good-looking kid, but then the old story, I finally got the braces off of my legs, and yeah, that's it. But that's really nice.
Well, Amy, I wish you the best.
Thank you so
it was
much.
great having
Thank
you
you
here.
for having me here. This
the
is a
album is
dream.
called Cutting. I enjoyed your performance on Charlie Sheen Roast,
Thank
and I
you.
wanted to meet you, and I'm glad you came in. I think you're great.
Thank you.
Amy Schumer's album Cutting is available now on iTunes. Don't miss Amy November 5th at the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis. It's going to be a big show.
Well, there's a theater.
Big
All right.
You sell your own merchandise after the show?
Yes, it's the worst.
Is that the most embarrassing part of being a comedian
unbelievable.
nowadays?
It's like the red light district.
In other words, you get off the
You're
show.
up on the stage.
I mean, you're on the stage, you're the big star, and then you what? You walk to the back of the club.
Peddling my wares.
And you
It's so
stand there-
humiliating.
Can you get someone to maybe do that for you, or
Yeah, but then then
what
it's-
items do you have that you sell?
Oh, I just sell a CD.
Just a CD, no
CD
T-shirts?
and my hypercolor T-shirts, my
Your clothing line?
boxers. Yeah, no, I've got
so
nothing else.
do you have a booth? You set up a little
They'll
booth,
have like some table, and they'll just have my CDs there waiting for me,
and you'll sit there.
and I sign it. Yeah.
And do you bring change and things with you so you can?
I'm the worst.
Yeah.
Like when I did the last Comic Standing tour, I sold a CD that I would just burn on my computer, and I would sell it for $5. And sometimes I wouldn't have any more CDs, so I would sell like the cookies that they left in the green room. But
That's
no,
funny.
I'm not good at marketing myself.
Is it worth how much extra money can you make a night? Is it worth the humiliation of sitting there and having to sell your own CD?
I can make an extra $700 a weekend,
wow.
and that's a lot. That's a lot of money for me.
That's big money.
But it really doesn't feel worth it. It is
Yeah.
a horrifying, embarrassing thing.
Do you bring your own credit card machine? I mean, how does it work financially? Like, how do you
No.
like? Let's say someone
I'm
buys.
standing there.
If someone buys, I don't know how much a CD is. How much is $20?
Yeah.
And they say, "Look, I have 100. Can you break it?"
I'll say no. Can you go to the bar? Sometimes
see.
people be like, I have to go to an ATM, and then they leave their date there with me, and they're like, "So, where do you go next?" And I'm like, "I want to kill myself."
Now you've got to
I wanna-
entertain this person.
It's because you've just expended so much energy. You know, you put so much of yourself into it. The last thing you want to do when you leave is that, so right after the show, I have to be
Also,
like
I
tap
would,
dancing.
I would think, to build up your star quality, to see after you've killed on stage and you've done your thing, to be sitting there
Yeah.
hawking your wares, so to speak. week.
It's not good.
Wouldn't it be good if the club could just provide someone for all the comics that would sell? I guess he can.
But then people feel like it's mean, and they want a picture, and they want to meet you. So it's like,
Right.
okay,
All right.
let me do that. These people came out, they spent their weekend night with me. But I don't know. Sometimes it wouldn't be as hard if people didn't have
Believe
all
me,
the backhanded compliments.
After my show, I stand in the Sirius lobby. I'm selling CDs too. Amy Schumer's album Cutting is available now on iTunes. And by the way, for all things Amy, go to amyschumer.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you
Amy.
so much.
That was fun.
Thank you so much.
I had a good time. I
Oh
hope you
man,
did.
so did I. Thank you
Great
so
meeting
much.
you.
Amazing meeting you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a lot of fun.
Thanks a lot.
You're so funny.
Ooh, thank you.
I get the. I used to get the. Hey man, your teeth aren't that big, and I'd be like, thanks.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, that's so nice.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Amy, I knew the whole time you were doing
knew I was
that
gonna
great
say that?
adventure story. I was only there twice. I was like, this is gonna be it.
But we were so excited. But I was just like, we were like, hey, what? Oh, we were excited, and we have the picture because we sat right behind you. So there's a picture of us with you on the screen
that's
machine.
hysterical.
Yeah, it was really
My
ridiculous.
goodness. Well, you were great.
Thank
I love
you.
the roast
Thank
stuff.
you.
And it was a pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thank you so
Okay.
much for having me.
Amy, well done
Right.
today.
Yeah, was it good?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Usually, you can sort of gauge it, I think, by how long you're in the studio for.
Oh, do some people go in and out?
Yeah.
But that was good though.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, good.
A nice slow roast, an hour.
An hour.
So really cooked in there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad that there was one caller that was mad because it was like, okay, good, so it's not all just fun and games. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you got the full Stern Show experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, why is coming here like the mecca for comedians? Because Howard's not a stand-up
that?
guy.
I think just because he's so honest, he doesn't blow any smoke. So, if he likes you, he really likes you. He doesn't need to pretend.
Right, so he's not shticky like some terrible comedian.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything from anybody. So it really comes just from a place of him enjoying what you do. So it's like the biggest compliment.
Cool. And I look forward to your next appearance, and hopefully you can talk more about uncircumcised Frenchmen.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Yeah, I wanted to know more.
Let's get back to the rape.
Casey's on the phone. You remember Casey? He used to work here.
Oh, Casey Armstrong?
Yeah, Casey Armstrong. He's doing very well.
Always love to hear from Casey.
Yes, Casey.
Howard.
Hey, man.
Hey, brother. How you doing, man?
What's happening?
Hey, listen to me. I got this thing on demand. They put it on like the Cablevision.
Yeah.
And, you guys had an episode where all you guys took your shirts off, and I have made critiques on each one.
Did we do that? When did we do that?
When was that?
It must have been older.
No, it wasn't. It was after I left. It was. It must have been like a year ago or something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember that.
Didn't you leave
Hey, Robin,
like
how are
10
you?
years
You're
ago?
very sexy.
After he left. Yeah, okay, go ahead real quick because I got to get the news.
Okay, ready? All right, here we go. I'll do it quick. Howard, first of all, I'll start with positive, all right? You have a good back.
Right.
Your back is nice.
Thank you.
But you got cow nipples. You have huge nipples.
Me?
Yeah. Did you
No,
know
I
that?
don't. I have a nice chest.
Yeah, no, but your nipples are huge. They're like cow udders.
No, you got the wrong guy, man.
No, dude, your nipples are big, and Sal has big nipples, too.
Really? Gee, I never thought of myself
I
as big.
didn't think
I
about
always
that.
think of myself as a small nipple. Are you sure you were looking at me?
I'm positive, brother.
Maybe my nipples don't photograph well.
They photograph big.
Yeah, because I kind of have small ones.
No, you have big nipples.
By the way, is Casey gay or what?
Yeah, what are you doing evaluating their bodies?
No guy ever looked at my nipples before.
And came away with that.
I might be a gay. I don't know. But I can tell you something. Fred is looking amazing.
Right.
No, he's jacked up. He's got he's got a great chest. He's got good arms.
Right.
Right? I mean, have you?
Wow.
He's like intimidating this guy.
This is so weird, this call, isn't it? This is a weird call, Casey, but go ahead.
No, it's a good call. He complimented me.
Well, yeah, okay, but still, it's weird.
But all right, I'm going through it. Richard, he actually has a good. He looks like a lumberjack. You know what I mean? But he has a huge gut.
No, he's super ripped
Yeah,
now.
he got thin.
He's thin and ripped.
No, he doesn't look that bad. Well, I guess it might have been a while ago.
Yeah, it was.
Sal has a lot of fat deposits on the side of his chest.
Right.
And he has good vascularity in his shoulders.
Do you care, Robin?
This is ridiculous.
What the hell?
I gotta tell you, I'm as baffled as you.
Yeah, I'm freaked out, dude. Anybody else you want to talk about? Hey, man, how about the last time I saw you? You look bloated. So what's up with that?
Steroids.
Was it juice?
Yeah, man.
You still doing that?
You're still doing juice?
I'm 185 right now.
185 means you're big or small?
Dude, when you saw me, I was probably 230.
Oh, wow.
It's either that or AIDS. I'm not sure.
Anybody else? Any other guys you want to talk about, like Benji or anything?
Yeah,
Who else
Benji,
took their shirt off?
Cockstrong.
What?
He looks cockstrong.
Benji?
Yeah,
What does
he looks
that mean?
cockstrong. But he's like Cabby. Remember, Cabby was he was big and he looked kind of intimidating, but it wasn't like he couldn't do nothing with it. Benji, he could do well, but he has small nipples.
Wow.
I'm out of my mind, Howard.
I think so.
What happened to you?
Case, would I be
I don't
better
know,
with bigger
brother.
nipples?
I was talking about Jason. I like the guy. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's great, but I'm worried about the guy.
Right.
I mean, I mean,
How are his nipples?
cholesterol. I got high cholesterol. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
Just had a little panic attack. All good.
You having a panic attack?
Yes.
What just happened?
I don't know. Hey, do you like Lamb of God?
What?
What?
Nice.
What?
I don't know. Hey.
What's going on, man?
Yikes.
You all right, man?
No.
What's going on?
What can we do?
Talk to me. Casey.
I'm on the Librium.
What are you on?
Librium.
Librium.
What is that?
It's a drug.
What does it do?
It's for the DTs.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, are you an alcoholic?
Oh, yeah, you know that.
I didn't realize it was that bad. So when you get withdrawals, you...
Where are you calling us from?
I'm from I'm watching my friend's dog.
You homeless?
No.
Oh.
And who put you on Librium?
The emergency room.
Wow.
God, this guy had the world by the balls.
How did you wind up in the you wound up in the emergency room so drunk?
Have you? No. It was days after. Have you ever seen Leaving Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I normally don't like Nicolas Cage, but he's amazing.
Is that your life?
Yes.
Are you getting any help? Are you talking to anyone?
I'm talking to you.
No, but I mean, are you talking to any psychiatrists or anything?
Yeah. I've been to about 20 of them.
Yeah. What do they say your problem is? Your dad?
There's a whole bunch of terms that they give.
You got problems. You got a diagnosis?
What they say, what is it, borderline?
Borderline schizo? Or just borderline personality?
They say borderline.
Borderline personality.
And then bipolars.
Yeah.
And hey, Benji is cockstrong.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Hey.
Jeez, Casey.
Casey, you ought to go on that drug Penisin.
That's like what is that?
Penisin?
Penisin?
Yeah.
Nice, I like it. Hey.
So they went to the hospital. You get hallucinating when you try to withdraw from alcohol. Did you stop drinking?
No.
So you're drinking with the Librium.
I'm on the stuff, and then I keep drinking.
Yeah. Wow. Dude.
What are you? I mean, thanks for calling.
Dude.
Yeah, I got to go.
Dude.
Anything you want to promote real quick?
No, not at all. I'm actually going to L.A. in 2 days.
What?
I'm going back to L.A. in 2 days.
Where are you now?
I'm in New York.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'm back in New York.
Don't come in here.
You're not going to invite him down?
No.
Dude.
Hey, is Benji Cockstrong? Case, is Benji Cockstrong?
I think Benji is cockstrong. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
And you have big nipples.
I do miss Casey. He was fun when he worked here.
He was amazing and
But he just went crazy.
very, very concerned.
Yeah. Sorry to hear all these problems, dude. You had the world by the balls. You know.
So
This is one of the best looking guys ever.
Did the doctors put you on the Librium here?
What? I'm very happy.
Did you fuck any more trannies?
You know, that hurts, Howard. And not
That's
really
the
gonna
only
respond to
thing?
that.
You're not?
Oh, jeez.
What is this coughing thing?
I don't know.
Do you still go to the gym even though you drink like a fish?
Yeah, I'm dude, I'm ripped.
Really?
Have you got
185.
Are you talking to your mother? Have you seen her?
Love her.
Good. Okay.
Right.
And what does she say about all this?
Well, she does the best that she can, and but I make my own decisions.
Sure. You're making some great decisions.
Hey, did I mention that Benji is cockstrong?
All right. Hey, listen, Case.
It's good to hear from you.
Good hearing from you, my man. Wait a second. David Arquette wants to talk to you, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me make sure I don't lose you. Go ahead, David.
Hey.
Hey, now.
What's up? How are you, Casey?
Hi, David. How are you, sir?
I'm good, buddy.
By the way, everyone has to vote for David Arquette.
We voted for you last week.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Yeah, and is Courtney going to stay home this week?
No.
Yeah, Susan's hot, bro.
Hey, man, but I was just hearing you, and, sounds like you're going through a hard time.
I'm looking for a little bit of God's mercy.
Yeah, well, you're on the right track. I mean, you could do stuff to, get your stuff together. You just start facing some of the shit you're going through, really look at yourself. And there's ways of doing that, and there's places you could go to get some help.
Have you gone anywhere to get help, Casey?
Too many, yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to go again.
Do you understand that they put me on this shit like 20 years ago, right? It was it was new, and now they don't know how to get people off it.
Casey,
Yeah.
what do you do you primarily drink, or are you into coke and all that shit?
No, I have narcolepsy. You know what that is?
Yeah.
So they gave me Ritalin 20 years ago.
All right.
And
that's speed. Speed induces psychosis.
Yeah, I think it's kind of it might be what's happening now. But see, what happens is every time I go to rehab, they say you have to go cold turkey, and I won't do it because it's a horror and it's terrible. When I go to jail, that's what they do. It's the worst ever. I can't explain it.
How many times have you been in jail?
4 times.
4? And they make you go cold turkey, and what? You can't handle it?
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I can't explain to you how horrible it is.
So, but why do you go back on it once you go cold turkey and get through the horror of it?
But you can't because, look, I've been on it for 20 years, and the amount that I take, I should be dead.
How much Ritalin do you take a day?
It was 300 milligrams. Now it's 200, and the overdose is 80, I believe.
Wow. Hey, David.
Yeah.
He's hardcore, huh?
Yeah, but, a lot of that stuff is that people, medicate so much to, some of that is necessary when you have certain conditions. But
David, what were you doing? David,
maybe you go on get involved with his thing. As crazy as some people might think, he does have results with people that really want it. And
what, Dr. Drew?
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff is also not facing, like, not coming to terms with who you are and just getting real with yourself and answering some of the hard questions, forgiving yourself for some of the shit that you've done, sort of like starting over, you know, dealing with the past, cleaning up the past, and then going ahead. And
were you as bad as him, David?
I had different problems. I mean, everyone's got their own issues. But
you were primarily drinking, right?
Come on.
You were primarily drinking, right?
Primarily drinking, but you know, when I was younger, I had drug problems, and when I, you know, had this last thing, I did ecstasy a couple times and mushrooms and shit like that.
Are you in any condition to really be giving KC advice? I mean, you're sober and everything?
Oh yeah, I'm almost 10 months sober.
Okay. What do you think of that,
And
Casey?
for me, it's like a real like.
No, I was sober.
What?
I was sober, and I hated it. It was worse than this.
What are you talking about?
He wants to be a drunk.
He never was sober. When were you sober?
I went to rehab. Don't you remember? I went there. I was sober for 4 months.
And you hated it.
I hated it. It was the worst possible thing ever.
Oh my.
Did you do anything to, like, you know, try to, like, face... See, part of it's, like, you get all these feelings back, and it becomes really difficult. And then you have to, like, get some sort of tools to be able to deal with those feelings.
You hear what he's saying? Casey, how much are you drinking a day?
Dude, you know what I want to do? I'm like a bottom. Like at one point,
you're a bottom. I knew it.
Always suspected.
You know, with the gay stuff. For 1 minute, we're talking serious now.
Okay.
Yes. All right. We are joking.
Just tell me, how much are you drinking a day?
About 20 to 30 shots.
A day?
Yep.
20 to 30 shots a day. David, did you drink that much?
Not really, no.
Wow. Casey's hardcore, huh?
Yeah.
And you'll never see me drunk, ever.
Congratulations. I mean, 20, 30 shots a day, and they never see you drunk.
You'll never see you drunk. We see you drunk.
You're one of the greatest alcoholics of all time.
Rukowski said everything shits and then it dies. So what do you think of that?
I think you're fucked. I think you got to get into some rehab, dude. That's what David's giving you good advice.
And when you don't just get sober, as David says, you have to start working on all the things that make you want to get drunk.
Yeah, that's the thing. You do a lot of this stuff to numb yourself. I mean, there's certain stuff within your chemical balance that, you know, they probably could figure out a better, you know, system for you. I don't take anything personally, and when I went into rehab, I refused any kind of like the stuff that they give you there to kind of wean you off and all that stuff. But
bro, they won't though. That's my problem because
you probably would need some kind of program to, like, you know, put little medications together to just keep you stable. And
you know what's crazy? KC has such discipline with his eating and with his gym and with all that.
But it doesn't matter.
And then you would even think, with all that vanity and working out and stuff, he would, like, lay off the sauce.
No, I'll go to the gym hammered.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. But here's the problem, David. You probably know what I'm talking about. What they're going to do every time I go to the rehab, I've been there a bunch of times, and I usually end up telling them to go fuck themselves because what they say is you have to go cold turkey. They don't wean you off. They have nothing to give you. So there's no way out.
Oh, dude, you could do it. You're a strong young guy. You could get off it.
Howard, I can't explain to you.
All right, so it's uncomfortable. You just do it.
It's not uncomfortable. It's dementia. What happens is you think that you're gonna die and that nobody can.
But how long does that last? A couple of days?
No, it lasts until you start taking the shit again.
Oh.
It depends on the rehab you're going to. That's why I think, like, Dr. Drew's got a solid, like, group of doctors and things going on. Like, they know how to address that if you have any mental issues that you need sort of mood stabilizing stuff. But some of the other stuff that you're probably overdoing is probably, you know, making you...
Did I just hear a clown horn?
I was going to say, that's perfect, David, while you're giving advice.
Well, David, that's David's technique. He entertains you.
I've seen him, and it looks like he knows what he's talking about. But
he knows.
Even if I went to him, they would say, look, you stop this cold turkey. This is what it says in the book, because they have no idea what the fuck to do with it because it's so new. They have no idea what this shit does to you.
Yeah. All right, look, we're not going to get this solved now. Casey, get yourself to fucking rehab. Go to Dr. Drew or somebody.
Yeah, don't go back to L.A.
Yeah.
Go to rehab.
Just start getting honest with yourself, and then try to get in just move in a better place.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what? The only thing that this has given me is making me become an amazing actor.
Nice.
All right. Listen, Casey, I got to go. Hey, David, I got to go. I got to go do the news.
Guys.
All right, later.
We will be watching you tonight on Dancing with the Stars.
Thank you. All the best, Casey.
Am I going to see you tomorrow or something?
I'm coming in next week. So
Next week, okay.
I'm coming into town. So.
All right, good. I'll see you next week, David. Casey, take care of yourself, will you, pal? Really, get off that shit. You got the discipline to do it. It's enough.
I'm going to L.A. and
it's unattractive.
I'm going to pose nude, and my mom is coming, and she's going to put her hand over my private parts, like Amy.
All right. Listen, go get some help. I mean it. Stop the nonsense. You can get off that shit. You know, you're going to get big tits like me if you don't calm down.
No, just nipples. Your chest is good. It's the nipples.
All right, Case. Thank you.
Did I mention Benji Scottstrong?
And thanks to David Arquette for calling in and trying to help Casey. Goodbye.
Guys,
bye. Depressing.
God damn it.
What, Casey?
That
was bad?
What?
Hello? Oh, he's gone.
Now he's going to beat himself up for a bad appearance.
It was a great appearance, but I'm worried about the guy. I like him. Yeah, Ralphie, go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
That really was the most bizarre call from Casey. You're talking about a bit you did 2 years ago.
I know.
Current. But, I just think it's funny when you guys always talk about Casey, you, Robin, and everybody. It's like, oh, my God, what a shame, what a shame. And it's just because he's good looking. I mean, if he wasn't good looking, nobody would really care.
Yeah, in a way, you're right.
You're absolutely right. If he was a mess, we'd expect this to happen.
Expect that. It's like, wow, he's good looking.
The weird thing with Casey is the guy works out so intensely, and not only that, he looks like a supermodel. And it's like, wow, how could a guy that disciplined and that into his look be into that drinking and everything?
You're thinking of Casey, when he used to work there. I don't think he,
he's been that guy.
Yeah, I think he's got some miles on him now.
Oh yeah, he's not looking that good.
Well, you said when you saw him last time, he's bloated. He was
a little scary. Yeah.
Yeah, he's frightening.
I hope he pulls it together. Good looking or not. I mean, I did like the guy. The guy worked with me so many years. He's a good dude.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It doesn't seem he's been trying to pull it together for a while. I don't think that's going to happen.
And Ralph, can you defend my nipples? I don't think they're overly big.
No, that was kind of strange. No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just had to start laughing in the middle because I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I know. It was weird.
Hey, I want to talk about your body.
We weren't looking for any feedback. All right, thank you.
Benji is cockstrong.
What's that, Casey?
Benji is cockstrong.
Right.
Way to get that drop right away.
Right.
You have big nipples.
What do you think of Ralph, Casey?
He didn't say anything about Ralph.
Well, you could have just said he has big nipples.
Yeah, come on.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Actually, people have said that about me, so.
All right. Thank you, Ralph.
Goodbye.
Ralph actually does have big nipples.
He does?
You have big nipples.
You're right, Casey.
Robin, like Howard, you saw Casey go from, I guess, sort of like an intern
to an employee, yeah.
Right, and a full-time one at that.
Yeah.
How much does it bum you out when he checks in?
It makes me very sad because one of the reasons Casey is not with us is because his behavior had become so erratic. He couldn't work here anymore. And, we hoped that the fact that he couldn't be on the show would be a wake-up call and he'd pull himself together, and obviously that hasn't happened.
Seems safe to say that Casey spiraled out of control, not only since leaving the Stern Show, but it seems like the last couple of years. How do you decipher what's real and what's shtick and what's looking for a plug and all that?
I don't know. I mean, he wasn't really plugging anything today, and I thought he sounded pretty legitimate. Casey's got a little sense of theater too, so sometimes he fucks with us. He could be a little messed up, but he likes to fuck with us too because he gets he understands the concept of the entertainment. But today he wasn't really plugging anything, and I was a little worried about him today, I have to say.
Equally as important, does Howard have oversized nipples?
I never looked at Howard's nipples, and I'm never gonna look at him again. I'll go home and look at my private parts poster, see what I can ascertain. Richard comes to me and tells me oh, did you get snow on Saturday? I'm like, yeah. So him and Kristen went up way upstate New York to go get their makeup done for a party they were doing in the city. Like, they literally traveled far. They get up there, they get dropped over the train. It's snowing like crazy, right? No trains are coming. So they're calling this, they're calling that. So he's the idiot that calls 911.
Oh,
I said, why didn't you call the local I go, what town were you in? He goes, Mayapack. I go, why didn't you call the Mayapack police? He goes, I don't know. We don't.
They called 911. You're lucky they didn't get arrested.
No.
Why did they call 911? I don't
Because
understand.
they were at the train station. It was snowing really hard, and no trains were coming. They called every cab company. They called the MTA. Unbeknownst to them, MTA had been shut down. They didn't know that.
1 minute.
So they were stuck, and they couldn't get home. So I said to him, why didn't you call the local police? And he goes, I didn't think of that. So I don't know what happened when he called 911, but the other funny thing is, this is so they could do this. That's the funniest part. That's so they traveled like an hour upstate to do that, to come back into the city to go to a party or something. He said they stayed in Sleepy Hollow.
Well, your point is, these are the idiots who
Exactly.
stay on the beach in a hurricane. Like, you see it's snowing.
Well, no, he got up there, and then it started to snow. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but he
the
knew
snow
the
came
bad
in-
weather was coming.
No, but what I am saying is, 911 is for emergencies, not because the train.
Not because you went
didn't come.
trick-or-treating.
Not because the train didn't come.
Trying to get your werewolf man.
Excuse me, 911. I can't get a lift to the Halloween party.
I need my makeup.
Robin, anything else in the news?
Halloween is tonight, and it's a fun holiday for kids, but parents need to remember a few tips to keep their kids safe. Janet Brooks with Safe Kids Utah urges safety on the streets, asking drivers to be especially mindful of trick-or-treaters crossing the road.
I can't believe anybody lets their kids trick-or-treat anymore. It's so fucking dangerous.
Yeah, do those masks still work so poorly that you really can't see anything when
You can't
you're
see a
out
thing.
there in
You
your
have no peripheral
costume?
vision. It's awful.
Really, you are sort of like a sitting duck on the road.
Yeah.
Other tips for parents to follow are to make sure costumes are flame resistant, fit properly to prevent tripping, and to use reflective tape on both the outfits and treat bags so kids can be seen. Parents should also check over all treats for any signs of tampering before letting their kids eat them.
A flame-resistant costume. Most people don't go to the store and buy, they just like dress up in like some clothes, and then you go to some asshole's house, you got a bunch of pumpkins with candles in them, and your kid's on fire. Stay home. There's a million things that are going to go wrong. It's inevitable.
I think a lot of people have gone to parties because you can't trust
Right.
to have your kids out there on the road.
I like flame-resistant costume. Make sure your child's in a flame-resistant. I'll put him in an asbestos outfit. Hey, what are you doing already with this Halloween? It's enough.
I know. When you've got to take all those precautions, isn't it a sign that maybe we shouldn't be doing this?
And Richard's so fucking retarded that, like, I went into his office to take some photographs of him the other day, and he's like, got like pumpkin candles burning and pumpkin shit hanging up in the office.
Right, he's the very one who's going to light a kid on fire.
Yeah. Less pumpkins and more work back there.
By the way, he said he was going to get a pumpkin scrub this weekend. You know, he even does the whole spa thing.
That's nothing. He
with pumpkins.
So Richard, I guess, goes to a party every year, so he gets professional makeup done. But of course, he lives in New York, and there's no one who can do his professional makeup. He has to go to like fucking Poughkeepsie or something. I don't know, or somewhere upstate New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so it was snowing. You know, they were calling for snow on Saturday.
Right.
So him and his wife get on the train, and they go all the way upstate to get that stupid makeup that they get.
Uh-huh.
And then he gets caught. None of the trains are running because it's snowing so bad.
So he's stuck.
He's stuck. He called 911.
Stop it.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. He called 911 for a ride or something, or he didn't know what to do.
Oh, my goodness. He's as bad as that guy I just played.
Yeah, but he's like those retards who go, like people who stay in Miami Beach on the ocean, and they say you have to evacuate, and then they stay, and then you have to go rescue them. He knows it's going to snow.
There's no reason to rescue him from Poughkeepsie. Find a hotel room.
Of course. Richard, where did you go to get your makeup? Like, this is, by the way, he's 40-something years old. This was what all the fuss was about, so he could look like this.
That isn't even that good.
I mean, the makeup's not even that great. I mean, it's fine.
It's okay, but who cares? You could get that done. You could do it yourself.
Hey, that's the most important. It's the most important day of the year for me.
Where did you
today.
go to get the makeup?
Mayo Pack. It's like in Westchester.
And you got what? The snow came down so heavily you couldn't get a train.
Yeah,
and you called 911.
Well, we got dropped off at the train station in full makeup. We looked crazy.
Yeah.
And we waited for about 2 hours for the Metro North, and then there was a big announcement: all train service suspended. And we thought it was going to be like the Donner Party, like we were going to have to start eating each other because we didn't know how to get out of there.
Dude, you're in Mayo Pack. It's not like
there are
some
cabs.
remote.
There are all kinds of things.
We called every cab.
It was snowing
cab.
too heavy.
Yeah, it was snow. They wouldn't even go leave to give us a ride to a hotel.
So what did 911 do?
They were going to send an MTA truck to pick us up.
And what happened?
Well, we finally got a hold of the makeup guy, and luckily his brother, thank God, had a four-wheel drive truck and was able to give us a ride to White Plains to catch the only train.
Believe this guy for this stupid makeup.
How much do you pay for that?
And who are you supposed to be with that makeup? Who
the
is
Wolfman.
That? Oh, that's Wolfman?
Yeah.
Is that who you are?
And who's your wife, Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah, she's like the victim, Little Red Riding Hood, after she was attacked.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Glad you told me.
It took us like 6 hours to get from there back to our home. We were exhausted.
How long does the makeup take?
A couple hours to do.
And what do you do with the makeup?
Now you're all dressed up. Where do you go?
Yeah.
Well, we went to a costume party, but we were so exhausted from our ordeal that we only stayed for a little bit.
That's what I figured.
Like after all that, we were just too burned out.
Halloween got ruined.
There's nobody in New York who does makeup.
It's hard. It's hard to
Robin.
find people.
No, in Manhattan, no one does that.
Not this good. This is my buddy. He does this for movies.
Dude, Manhattan is got the greatest makeup artist in the world. I got to believe someone in Manhattan can do that.
Well, this guy today, he's doing Good Morning America's makeup.
yeah?
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet you they didn't go to see him in Mayo Pack.
What do you pay him for that?
I gave him like $140.
That's it?
That's the cash I had on me, but I'm going to send him some more. Yeah. I got to send him the werewolf hands back, too. He loaned those to me.
Real good.
Yeah. He's awesome, though. He did a vampire movie called Stakeland that you guys should see. It's
I'll run
awesome.
that out. Okay.
Richard.
Yes.
Come on, man. You don't think you overreacted a little bit?
Well, we were worried. It was just us and 3 Mexican migrant workers at the station, and they didn't even speak English, so we didn't know what to do. We couldn't go anywhere.
Did you give them a ride to White Plains as well?
No.
Real
we
nice
didn't, because my friend came in a truck, and it's like it'd be too dangerous for them to ride in the back of the truck, so I think
You don't think a couple of migrant workers...
they were on the
been in back
phone
of
with
truck
friends of
before?
theirs speaking Spanish, so I'm assuming they got a ride.
But really, you know that 911 is for actual emergencies. This doesn't constitute an emergency.
Well, we tried to call Metro North, and the line, nobody would answer. And somebody told us before they left the station, they said call 911. Or the cab company said call 911, and they'll send MTA out to get you guys. So we would have called MTA directly, but they wouldn't answer. So
All in the name of Halloween. So now that it's all over with, Halloween is today. Do you feel like you just missed out on a golden opportunity? You had this great makeup, you had a costume party to go to, but you were too burnt out by the time you...
Well, we still got to go at least. We could have been, had our own little 2-person costume party at the train station that night and froze to death. So I'm glad we at least made the costume party.
But as far as your Halloween dreams go, I feel that they were sort of shattered.
Yeah, Mother Nature can be a real bitch sometimes, and I'm very angry that she fucked up Halloween a little bit. And
Fuck that. You almost got to worry about this.
Mother Nature, that bitch.
She is. She's a fickle bitch.
She could have had it snow on November 1st, and it would have been totally fine, but to do it before Halloween is unforgivable.
Kind of like waking up on Christmas morning and realizing you didn't get the toy you wanted.
Yeah, or like Chris, or no, this fucking Mother Nature, she always pisses me off. Last year, she fucked me over too, because she made a blizzard the day after Christmas. Not on Christmas. We couldn't have a white Christmas. She had it the day after. That's like saying to me, fuck you and your white Christmas. I'm going to make it white on December 26th.
What a biznatch.
She is a total... I love global warming. Fuck her. Fuck Mother Nature.
Great cans.
I'm going to go use a bunch of hairspray right now just to piss her off.
Hell of a body, though.
Yeah. I'm going to throw all my plastic in the garbage, not recycle. Fuck Al Gore, fuck Mother Nature. Halloween rules.
How about throwing some of them soda rings into the ocean, too?
Exactly.
Catch a couple fish.
Get some dolphins' noses bound up by those fucking goddamn soda
I'm only
rings.
gonna start eating tuna that isn't dolphin friendly.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna burn some rubber tires out in my yard, you know. Fuck Mother Nature, that bitch.
I'll learn that, broad.
I'll teach you, bitch.
I'll learn her well. I mean, good.
Teach you not to make it snow on my favorite fucking holiday, you fucking biatch.
You said it, sir. I think we all learned something from your ordeal today.
I think we learned that I'm an idiot.
And I am as well. Happy Halloween, sir.
Happy Halloween.
Jackie the Joke Man Martling was on Superfan Roundtable. Wow. I heard his interview. Mutt did a great interview with Jackie, and Jackie was just, again, talking about his contract negotiation and why he isn't with the show. And
This is hysterical.
I mean, look, they were asking him about it.
Yeah, but I mean...
But it's all it's so misguided.
Why would you even continue to talk about it?
See, if I play it, you're going to get all worked up, as I did when I heard it, but because you're going to start arguing with a piece of tape.
Well, work me up.
All right.
I love Jackie Logic.
All right, but okay. I'll stop it when I need to correct something.
All right.
Or at least give my interpretation. You want to get worked up?
I know it's going to happen. I always think that I'm over it, but he'll get to me, I'm sure.
But you know what the funny thing is? We are over it. I don't spend any time in the day going, gee, I wish
thinking about it.
Jackie was back here, but you know what? It actually made me sad when I heard this because he's his own worst enemy because he still to this day doesn't understand what he did.
Thank God.
To his own career.
And thank God we don't take him back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because this would go on again.
It would. Robin, it's been 10 or 15 years. He hasn't learned a thing. It's so clear to me.
That's the beauty of Jackie.
He hasn't. I don't know if he's in therapy. I don't know what he does, but he has not figured it out. And that's my point. People don't change.
Well, some people do, but not Jackie.
Okay, fair enough. Here we go.
Well, Howard would say that you just didn't show up one day and left him hanging, and then you didn't have you.
By the way, just so Mutt knows, I would never say that.
There for months.
But every time that I was out negotiating.
Out negotiating.
You know, I said to Gary when I heard this, I called him up. I said, how is it that me, Robin, Fred, you, how is it we managed?
We all had to negotiate.
We all had to negotiate, whether it was with Mel directly or, through Don
or Tom, or whatever.
But how is it we all ended up never missing a day of work, even with our negotiations, quote unquote? Jackie always had to leave.
Yeah.
Sometimes for weeks. And to me, it always felt like, hey, I can walk away, you guys carry on, and when I'm done negotiating, just how did we all manage to get a contract without walking out the door?
But by the same token, it wasn't that he left us hanging.
Yeah.
It was that we didn't know he wasn't showing up.
Mutt said we get all worked up again when we heard this. He knows. He listens.
They did the same thing. And I've said this on the air
Who
so
did?
many millions of times,
Well,
but
listen.
nobody wants to hear it. I didn't do that. I would never have done that. For all anybody can break my balls, I'm a professional guy. We were trying to negotiate. Then my lawyer didn't hear back from Tom for 2 months. So we had a meeting with Tom, and we went in, and my lawyer said, listen.
First of all, they didn't hear back from Tom for 2 months because I was very aware of what was going on. He said, Jackie and your lawyer, this is the final offer. And it was a very, very healthy offer. More than I think most guys in radio would drop dead if they saw this offer. And they said, Jackie, this is it. Either you take it or leave it. We can't keep going on, or we have to move forward and find somebody new.
Now, I don't understand. Is he still working or is he not working?
He's not working.
Okay.
He's negotiating. So they told him that, and Jackie and his lawyer kind of laughed it off like, ha, 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 sure.
Okay, and did
2
they
months
make
later,
some counteroffer?
No. 2 months later, 2 months later, it was over. In other words, Jackie was like, okay, I'll come back. And it was like, no, you don't understand. We meant it.
Oh, he took 2 months to think about it.
Yeah, 2 months.
We're totally at loggerheads. You guys aren't coming back at us. We're not going back. So this was on a Wednesday. He says, so Jackie's not going to come in on Monday. And Tom said, I think you're making a mistake. And Larry said, I think you're making a mistake.
Yep, who was
He said,
right?
all right, but he's not going to be there Monday. And I said, Tom.
Where's Larry now?
Now you make sure you tell Howard, make sure everybody knows.
But Howard says you didn't call him.
No, by the way, if I did say that, I don't care about
No.
Jackie calling me.
This is all getting confused.
Yeah.
Jackie did this every year for a number of years and never told us he was not coming in.
Right.
This last time, maybe he had a lawyer who called.
Right.
That's what he's upset about.
By the way, I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about any of this. Jackie leaving has been absolutely fine. I'm much happier now. I couldn't take the constant problems and the constant out back in the back office getting everyone charged up.
And
It's
all
fine.
of a sudden, he's professional.
Right. Oh, he's the most professional.
You missed that one phone call.
What?
You told Tom, but you didn't tell Howard.
This is they got you coming and they got you going. Howard he said over and over and over, I want nothing to do with negotiations.
That's
I don't
true.
want to know money. I don't want to know negotiations. It's all up to everybody to do their own deal. Leave me out of it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I should call him and say, hey, not for like.
Meanwhile, every deal he did, he called me, and I had to step in and carry on. And he always tried to get me to agent for him. He's full of shit.
Would it be
as much as I wanted not to be involved with Jackie? you
He
had
always
to.
involved you.
He sucked me in every time.
Not a threatening phone call or a heads up? Tom said, yeah, Tom,
Jackie won't admit one thing. He left the show thinking Howard's going to fucking crumble without me. I
Right,
said to
and
him,
he was waiting for 2 months for you to call
And
and
beg
ask
him.
him to come back.
Right. And it was never going to happen. Jackie was an asset to the show. I had assessed the
Well,
situation.
he was an acid to the show?
An asset.
Asshole to the show?
No, he was an asset to the show, but at some point it became detrimental to the show. And that's it. He overvalued himself. That's all. He was valuable, but not irreplaceable. That's the problem with Jackie.
Howard will absolutely know you're not going to be there. And then, they said that all of a sudden Howard says, "Where's Jackie today?" And Robin said, "Oh, he left you high and dry again." Yeah, you know how he is. They made it sound like I just didn't show up, and I would never do that much, and I didn't do it the time before, and I didn't do it the time, and there's still millions of fans that are angry at me for leaving Howard high and dry, which I didn't do. And
okay.
Of
That's
course
the
I
way
thought about
they tell it. When even just recently, about a year ago, Robin and
but how
Fred,
do you see it?
Robin and Fred get real emotional about it. Like, you fucked over the show. You left the show. You guys were a team. They take it personally. It seems like.
But how can they? I asked for more money and they said no.
I don't take it
if you're
personally.
working at a business and you ask for a raise and they say no and you stop working there. It's not because you don't.
Explain that.
I don't take it personally.
Nobody does. It's just amazing to us that he's the only one that could leave for months at a time with
And
his
then come
negotiations.
back. Why come back?
Right. we were resentful that we had to sit there and hold ship. You know, don't forget, I have a way of operating. The budget that Jackie took up, I mean, I needed to spend it on someone else. At some point, I had to say, enough with this guy. You know?
But remember the time he didn't show up, and then we were starting to get used to not work, and then all of a sudden he did show up?
Yeah.
It was like, well, what are you doing here now?
Yeah, now he's here.
You want us now?
I was never ungrateful. I didn't ask for more. You know the whole story.
Sure.
You know, I didn't ask for a crazy amount of money. And then after a couple months, I said, you know what? I don't want this to break up. I'll take what the offer was. And they said, and it was too late.
2 months later, and 2 months of like him finally realizing he wasn't getting more money. I mean, he got a huge offer, huge raise offer, which he doesn't think is huge, but go ask any guy on radio. By the way, has Jackie made anywhere near that kind of money since he left? No. I don't even. I would love to compare his last year with us and all the years subsequent to that, or whatever, all the years after that.
Subsequent would be.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Didn't sound right to me. Anyway, so I don't know. You want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me go through the whole thing.
All right. Here we go.
And that's my fault, but that was only 2 months after I left. So you know,
only 2 months.
Yeah, only 2 months.
What's 2 months?
He could have very easily, and now I'll get in trouble for this, but kept the Beatles together, you know. But
the Beatles are together, dude.
At the time I was beat and I was tired, and I feel bad that I wound up off the show, but it was like, I rolled the dice. What the fuck? I rolled the dice, but all I did was ask for more money. They said no, and I left. That is not a crime.
No one thinks it is.
The coming back was the crime.
Yeah. Leave us alone. Stop using us. Go write for someone else if you can.
Right.
You talk about hurt. When I called Howard and Tom, and my lawyer called Tom.
His lawyer. That lawyer was the greatest. Lawyer was like, we're going to teach Mel Karmazin how to negotiate. And he was like, what? What are you doing?
Are they still teaching him, or is the lesson finished?
So which Beatle exactly was Jackie supposed to be? Because to me, he's feeling like Pete Best right now.
Yeah.
You know? I think he thought he was...
or the guy who died.
Yeah, I think he thought he was Paul McCartney.
2 months when I had been off, and said, listen, we'll take the offer that's on the table. I said, all right, we'll consider it.
Maybe he should have looked at it not as the Beatles, where everyone was sort of equal. Maybe he should have looked at it more like...
well, he was like...
Saturday Night Live, where a bunch of people write.
What was one of those guys who joined the Rolling Stone and then would leave the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Because the Rolling Stones were the Rolling Stones, and then every once in a while they'd hire some guy.
Right. Yeah, like when you're saying when Brian Jones died in the pool.
Yeah.
They brought in a different guy.
Yeah, Mick Taylor.
Yeah, Mick Taylor. And then Mick Taylor left, and
they brought in Ron Wood.
Right.
Get back to you. I really thought they'd at least call back and say, thanks, but no thanks. And
how many? They called 900 times. It was over.
No, they had a period of negotiation. The period ended. Jackie left, and that was that.
Yeah, how long can it go on? How long can you negotiate? What is this? What is he, a labor union?
They never called
You're
back.
waiting for the call still?
Which is kind of rude. You know, I mean, maybe I didn't deserve it, but, who knows?
Oh, my. There were 20 million calls exchanged, and then finally it was just, all right.
That you didn't listen when they said, this is it. It's not their fault.
It's real simple. Tom came to me and said, I've told Jackie that's it. He goes, do you agree? I go, absolutely. He told me the offer. I said, it sounds fantastic. It sounds like you're being very generous. You're certainly not cheaping out on the guy. I think he thinks he's me. And, I'm the star of the show. He's a writer on the show. And that's it. And Tom said to me, this is the final offer. We're not prepared to offer him anymore. If you want to pay him, go ahead. I go, no, this is more than enough. He's making a ton of dough. And that's it. We can't negotiate. We're going to go start looking for someone else.
And nobody wanted to go through this again.
No, that was the point. But he doesn't get it. He still thinks no one called him back. They told him final offer, but he was used to like, oh, they've said that before.
Right.
When I first started the show, Howard said, hey, I got great news for you.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, boy. Here we go. What is he going to say now?
This is totally
This is a new
wrong.
wrinkle.
This is Jackie talking about how we are all represented by Don Buchwald, but he wasn't.
Truck to tail.
Right. I'll give you the truth about what really went down, but here's Jackie's version. Hey, Gary.
I want to back you up on this one because this one made me really.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This got you upset.
Yeah, this got me nuts.
And it's got nothing to do with me. I just happened to be there for a conversation Howard had.
When I first started the show, Howard said, "Hey, I got great news for you. Don's going to represent you if you want him."
I never said to him, I've got great news for you. Here's the truth. Then you can listen to this. Jackie was being represented by his wife. Things were going horribly. Mel wanted nothing to do with Jackie. He said to me, I don't want anything to do with this guy and his wife.
He was supposed to talk to his wife?
That's how bad things were.
Uh-huh. And he was talking to his wife.
I don't know who he was talking to, but I don't know. Things were just going wrong, and the company was getting rubbed the wrong way by Jackie.
Uh-huh.
Even when people want more money, I guess there's a certain way of doing things. I suggested to Jackie maybe not use his wife as an agent. And he said, no, my wife's not my agent, she's my manager. I said, look, you got to get somebody. If you would like, I'll call Don Buchwald. If you'd like that. I never said, hey, good news.
Right.
No, I didn't care who represented Jackie. As long as he got somebody
who wouldn't screw up things for him.
Who wouldn't make management go, we want this guy out. Like, they were like, listen.
Because there was a general attitude from that negotiation on.
They didn't
that
like
nobody
Jackie.
wanted Jackie around.
Yeah. And I'm not even blaming his wife, Nancy, because you know what? Now that I think about it.
Manager.
No, by the way, I don't think she was talking to Mel.
She wasn't. She wasn't.
She wasn't. What was happening was, if I remember correctly, and I forget how it happened, but maybe Jackie and Mel were dealing directly with each other. But Mel was kind of like, and Tom and everyone, not just Mel, everyone just came to me privately and said, look, we don't like this guy.
Right.
We think he's bad news. I said, he's a nice guy. They go, for whatever reason, he's coming off horribly, just as a human being. I said, okay. So I went to Jackie. I said, maybe it shouldn't be you doing things.
Right.
Maybe you should get somebody. I said, if you want, I'll call Don Buchwald. I need to. Good news, Jackie. By the way, Don was not looking to represent Jackie. Don's business is done just fine without Jackie. There's not a whole lot of money in the Jackie business for Don.
There really is, by the way, in any negotiation, when the person goes in to represent themselves, it just never works because you need somebody to be a buffer.
Right.
Because you can't say, well, when you say, listen, this is what I'm worth, people look at you a different way. So you just suggested to Jackie, in general, maybe it's not the best idea you represent yourself.
That's what it was. It wasn't his wife.
Well, she was representing him in the comedy circuit.
Right, which was fine. But, and I didn't care, but I just said to him, maybe you need to get advice from a professional.
But I know you said, get anybody if you'd like, because I was there. If you'd like, I would introduce you to Don.
You were there in the room.
And
introduce is not, I can get Don to represent you.
No, but Jackie's saying that Howard said, good news, Don's going to represent you, as if you were pushing it. Yeah. And Jackie always had this
conspiracy
theory of collusion.
Here you go. Listen to this.
And I said no, because it didn't make sense to me that if they're going to pay Howard, and then they're going to pay Robin, and they're going to pay Fred, so I'm going to be the fourth bird in line for a worm. It seems like, how could you
but see,
it didn't seem comfortable.
The way you did it, I look at you as fourth bird in the line. Whereas if you'd have been with Team Don, it would have been Howard and then the three of you. Like, I always wondered why you weren't just part of that, so you didn't have to do your own negotiating. Were you worried he wouldn't take care of you the way you could yourself?
It just didn't. It seemed weird. He'd be negotiating with himself.
Huh?
Don, it just didn't. My cousin.
How would Don be negotiating by?
You know what I love?
I know why.
I know. Wait a minute. The first statement is, I didn't think.
Yeah.
Now, all of his thoughts have led to this.
Yeah. All of his thoughts led to ultimately him being out of work.
And he's still standing by them.
Yeah, he loves it. He doesn't do any self-examination.
I know the answer,
almost a pro ball player, and he said that an agent in baseball can't represent more than one agent or more than one player on a team.
Have you ever heard of that before? That's bullshit.
No.
There are agents who represent many.
There's some agents who have almost the entire league locked up.
Scott Boras has everybody.
Baseball, an agent can represent more than Well, first of all, this isn't baseball. Baseball is like a monopoly. This is the real world.
Jackie's taking advice from a guy who almost got into baseball.
Yeah, right. My cousin. Did you hear what he said?
It was his cousin who told him this?
Wait, you got to hear this. My cousin. He's always getting advice from someone. My cousin almost got into baseball.
He's like.
He said. Yeah, wait,
he's like Richard's dad.
You can't say, hey, you can have mud on shortstop. More than one agent. Also pro. Don, but it just didn't. My cousin was almost a pro ball player, and he
almost.
Never got there.
Look where he gets advice.
But he knows.
He gets advice from his cousin, from his uncle, never from a professional.
Yeah, none of these people have been in show business.
And by the way, his cousin's wrong. Maybe that's why he almost got into baseball.
He said that an agent in baseball can't represent more than one agent.
Maybe you should have called the baseball player and found out if that was true.
More than one player on a team. Because you can't say, hey, you can have mud on shortstop, but you got to take Jackie on first base. It's like...
Okay, give Howard the money we need, but you could take it out of Jackie's pocket.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jackie's got a pocket.
Jackie has no pocket.
What I was going to say is that part of the conspiracy theory, which I'd heard several times, when we get drunk and I'd be Jackie'd be sitting there and John would be sitting there and I'd be sitting there, was that somehow I got to remember this correctly. I want to get it right. That somehow a big pot of money was given to Don to distribute any way he wanted to everybody, so that if he were part of Team Don, you were going to get the biggest part of the pot, and then everybody else was going to get a little bit less.
And he'd be the fourth to dip into
So
the pot.
let's say that's true. Let's say that's true, which it's not, because Don would go in and negotiate. But forget that. I don't care who represents him. What do I give a shit? Just get someone professional.
It doesn't mean
so it's
anything
not you.
to you. You're not getting any money out of the deal.
No. So I was like, Jackie, just get someone other than yourself. I remember he used to walk in by himself and rub everyone the wrong way.
And he didn't realize that he had done that.
Right. An agent has a certain finesse where he's not going to sit there and, Jackie could have played the good guy while the agent was the bad guy.
Well, the problem was Jackie never got the right representation anyway.
Oh, here's a guy who says enough talking about Jackie. We've heard it. Okay. Maybe he's right. I love listening.
It means a lot to us.
We enjoy it.
Too much Jackie talk. Okay, fine. You want to hear how Jackie wasn't invited to my wedding? You haven't heard that before.
Oh, come on.
All right, wait.
Let's hear
Whether
this.
they rag at me or whatever they do, there is something going on. If it's 10 years, it's not a month ago. It's not 3 years ago. It's 10 years ago. That's a long time. And like you say, from the response, from the feedback I get from people, it's as fresh as it happened yesterday.
He does. He still is like emotional, and it comes up again and again. And
but he can't be mad at me because I didn't do. And Dominic Barber called me up and said, I don't understand, Howard. You didn't do anything wrong.
Is it some sort of grudge? Like, what is he just trying to prove that he's right and you're wrong?
I don't know. People say, I don't care, but so many people say, how could you be friends with a guy for 18 years and work side by side with him for 15 years, being half of his brain and not be invited to his wedding?
He was half
You
of my
were
brain.
half of his.
Yeah.
Oh, you never told me he was half of your brain.
Well, that's the other Jackie thing. What really drove him, he didn't feel he got any credit. I don't know. And he was constantly announcing which jokes he wrote. And like, first of all, you watch the Academy Awards when Billy Crystal would come out or something. He doesn't stop after each joke and go, by the way, the writer of that joke was. That's what Jackie wanted. Like if Jackie thought up something, he wanted full credit on the air. That was what the laugh was. It was crazy.
He was half your brain.
Half my brain. So that means I only own half of my mind when Jackie's in the room.
How did you do this all without him for so many
I
years?
don't know. Maybe he should realize he's a writer on a show. He's not half my brain.
The other thing about him, and that's why I made the Rolling Stone analogy, Jackie wasn't here at the beginning. He didn't meet you and create a show.
Well, in his mind, he rewrote history. He made me successful.
You were already doing this.
I know.
And I said, listen, I got no problem with that, but I don't know if that was just, like, of course you wouldn't be invited, but at some point, all bets should be off when it comes to a funeral or
Jackie's nuts.
So he expected to be invited to the wedding?
I hadn't socialized with Jackie in 15 years. He doesn't know Beth at all. I hadn't seen him, I don't know. I mean, I'm not friendly with Jackie. I like Jackie a lot. We were good friends when he worked here, and I would hang out with him. But After he left, we didn't
I'm
party.
trying to think of anybody who would be equivalent to Jackie who was there.
No. I mean, I don't hang out with Jackie. I don't socialize with Jackie. Quite frankly, I don't socialize with a lot of people, but I'd see him at work.
No, I'm just someone you just never talk to
Right.
again for
Right.
a certain amount of time, and then you said, "Oh, come to my wedding."
Why would I do that?
That sounds reasonable to me.
Well, I guess if he's half my brain, he's half married to Beth.
What, did you turn the lights out on that half? It doesn't even speak to you anymore?
Unbelievable. Anyway, so he was on the...
Half your brain. I mean, the things that... See, those are the things that upset me.
Then he had this other whole rap about...
Whenever he tries to take undue credit...
Oh, he never got enough.
This...
Never got enough.
It upsets me.
Yeah.
Because to say he's half your brain...
And I guess you, Fred, and Gary are
But
on the
you
other
have a
half.
whole brain.
Right.
You never needed another part.
No, he felt he was half of my brain.
Well, how the hell are we limping along on half a brain?
If we had him back, I'd have my whole brain back.
Thank God.
He's half my brain tumor.
That's right. He's cancer.
Yeah. He's a character. Oh, I mean, it's so great. Then he goes into a rant about Benji being brought in and he wasn't told. And
I've heard him talk about this before, like how, he hated Benji being like over his shoulder.
Yeah.
During one of the best of things, you were interviewed and you talked about how Benji came in and I don't know if threaten's the right word, but you were hurt or something that they had somebody doing your
No,
same
you know what
job
happened?
right
and
next
nothing
to
to
you.
do with Benji, because the way that I got to do anything is, this is show business or whatever business. You do what you want to do, and the kid wanted to write, but they just told me one day, "Hey, Benji's going to sit in with you," and it's like, imagine if Robin's sitting there and there was somebody sitting next to Robin and say, "No, do this."
Bad analogy, dude. On shows, there's many writers, but there's not multiple news people coming in. And I mean, what did he think he was? He's a writer on the show. Fred's a writer on the show. And now Benji's a writer on the show.
Yeah, Fred had to accept that Jackie was there.
Jackie decided that I had enough writing. I didn't need any more.
Once you got him, you didn't need any more.
No.
Well, he was the traffic cop.
News story instead. No, do this. And of course, every news story they're going to give her is going to be great. But she already had it covered. Like I already had the writing covered, and between me and Fred, we had it covered.
He had the writing covered.
Oh, my God.
How do you? Maybe I didn't think you had the writing covered. My half a brain.
No, see, half your brain knew.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't think it was enough. What do you care?
Your two sides of your brain are fighting with each other.
It was just weird that I'm sitting there. It's like, it's none of my business, not my show. Of course, if Howard wants another
But
writer.
you're half my brain. It sounds like you are. It is your show.
He had it covered.
Right.
Of course, it's not my say, but it was a little odd.
But wasn't Fred already doing that as well?
Yeah. So picture this. I'm sitting there, and Howard's talking, and he says something. I think it's something funny for him to say. And I write, as I'm writing it down, now I got to read. I write it, but I got to read what Fred...
Wow. Wow, sorry, your job's so
you
hard.
have to work. It's
Yeah.
a job,
It's too
and
much.
you have to work.
It's too much.
Wrote, then I'm reading what Benji wrote and decide which, so sometimes I just write something and put it up, and I wouldn't. It was too much. It was, if somebody hands you 3 cupcakes, you can only eat 1. You know what I mean? It's like it was too much. Very often, what Benji wrote was so funny and it was great, but it was overkill. I thought it was overkill.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
It was overkill for him.
It was too funny.
Too funny. Too much fun. Anyway, the Jackie saga on Mutt Superfan Roundtable.
Wow.
And I don't know. Then there was a whole thing about Jackie, Nancy, the apology to Nancy. It was very entertaining, quite frankly, but it got me really worked up because it's upsetting
I'm
me.
fascinated
Yeah.
by the workings of his mind.
It upsets me that he just is his own worst enemy. He'd still be sitting here if he just kind of mellowed out, figured out what was going on, and kind of saw his position in the right way. I said to him, listen, you're not the show, but you're an important part of the show, and you're being compensated. You got a great life. You're going to make a ton of dough for the next 5 years. Just sign up.
He never enjoyed this for a moment.
Never.
It was a burden. It wasn't enough. He didn't get the acknowledgement he needed. So it's better that he's away.
Right. Oh, it's so silly. Mutt got everyone going, though. He's good, Mutt. I like that show. Superfan Roundtable. Still think it's one of the best shows on the channel.
Well, they should have Jackie every week.
Yeah, it's great. Always great. And then his marriage to Nancy because the bathtub incident with Jessica Hahn.
Oh, that ruined the marriage?
Well, no, they were supposed to go on vacation. Nancy said no because of what happened with Jessica Hahn.
Oh, they didn't make a vacation because of that?
Yeah.
My wife had absolutely nothing to do with what I said that day. We went to I called up our marriage therapist who was trying to save our marriage 10 minutes after we got married. And she said, if you want to save your marriage, we were supposed to leave the next day to go to Europe. Her sister was getting married in France, and we're going to Venice. We're going to have the greatest vacation in the world. And she said, I ain't going no fucking Europe. I ain't going to. And Emily was our marriage counselor, and she said, Jackie, do whatever you can do to get her on that plane, and 100 miles into the trip, this will all melt away. So I what can I do? And she was so pissed. I said, you know what? I'm just going to. I figured what we did was nothing. But Howard made it sound like there was a full-scale orgy went on in that bed. We were in the bathtub 10 seconds, right? But, his genius is to take something and make them, So she didn't hear it. So she heard the version of 20 of her friends
relaying the message.
So not only did Howard pile it on, then they piled it. So, I had both thumbs up, Jessica Hahn's asshole, So she was so mad. So I figured the right thing to do is if the word got around to her about that, if I go in and apologize, maybe there's cocksucking friend.
I like that he had to apologize on the air. Yeah, So, quite frankly, just to make it clear, Nancy was not the problem negotiating with Mel and Tom.
I don't know anything.
That was, it was. Now that I think about it, it was Jackie going in himself.
I just remember that he was not liked after the very first negotiation.
Yeah, that I remember. It went really, and I just said to him, it might be a good idea if you didn't do this yourself because they're getting the wrong impression of you. They don't like you. He's like, fuck everyone, I don't care. And I was like, it's not good to have management feel that way. You might need professional representation. Would you like me to call my agent? That was all. I didn't even know if my agent would represent him, quite frankly. Because one thing I know about Don, if he doesn't like someone, he won't represent him. Because he doesn't want to...
And if he can't talk to a person,
right,
he's not going to represent him.
Yeah, you don't want the aggravation. All right, Bobo, you're up.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Yes.
Let me weigh in on this. First of all, wouldn't you want to do what it takes to negotiate within the means of the show to keep everybody working together?
Well, I did say to him, you ought to check around in the industry and see what people are making. And
yeah, I mean, like you said, for flying on a private jet, that just doesn't happen in the radio world.
It doesn't.
Okay,
right.
And let me ask you something else, too. You think because he branded himself, that's the key word, as head writer, you think it went to his head?
Well, that was the other thing, too. He insisted on a title, head writer. And like, the only other writer was Fred.
And then when Benji came along, he complained that there was too much to do being the head writer.
He didn't want to be, so I said, let Fred be the head writer. And even I said to Fred, I go, do you mind if Jackie calls himself head writer? Fred was like, no, if it keeps the show together, why not? But, I mean, quite frankly, Fred is... if not as much responsible for the success of the show as any one of us. I mean, Fred was gracious about it. He goes, listen, I don't care about a title. Well, he said, I don't care about a title. I don't even know what he's carrying on. But if he wants to be a head writer, fine.
That's great.
I think that Fred's a quiet guy.
Right.
And he's not much for rocking the boat. But I think that he was probably a little hurt by it, and he just didn't want to make waves.
Not hurt, annoyed.
Right.
Yeah. But Fred's like, hey, I'm a fucking writer.
Well, it was just so silly. I mean, how do you have a head writer?
It's two people.
If anything, I'm the head writer.
That's what I would always say.
Yeah.
You are the head writer, and Jackie hands you what everybody else writes.
All right.
That's really a bold move to be working with one other person.
But that's Jackie.
And saying, I want to be the head writer.
And think nothing of it.
That's why
and he just arrived.
The title head writer.
And then when Benji
was
wanted
irrelevant.
to come in, which would make it a bigger position, he rejected it.
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say,
but being head writer is irrelevant on a show like this because it's only two guys sitting here, basically. And but it was really important to him. He just had a chip on his shoulder that he felt absolutely negated as a human being if he didn't have this title. And he wanted everyone to know that he was better than, I guess, Fred. I don't know.
I think that, in his mind, he was Larry David,
Right.
your Jerry Seinfeld.
No, he wanted to be like Dick Van Dyke and Fred was like Maury Amsterdam.
Right.
That's how
But
he
I'm
was.
just saying, in terms of what Jackie actually thought he was Larry David.
But here's the weird move about the head writer thing, too, Howard. That was a negotiation with the Channel 9 show for Jackie to get the physical credit when the credits rolled.
Yeah, because
and then he just moved it over here. But we never said he was the head writer here.
He wanted Hollywood to recognize that he was head writer because he was going to be punching up scripts.
But there was no credit on the radio show that said you were head writer. He just took it from the TV show and moved it over.
It was
But did
fine.
he ever sit down with Fred and ask him about that?
No, listen, we didn't care because it was funny to us. I mean, the guy wanted to be head writer on our show. We were like, well, who else is here writing?
Yeah, I mean, since it really doesn't mean anything, go ahead and call him that.
I was like confused too because when we'd be back in my office writing stuff, I'd go, "Gee, am I supposed to check in with Jackie to make sure that to the head writer?" I don't know. What do I do? All right, Bobo. Thank you. There it is. Bobo needs to get on the air every day. Now he feels good.
He can have a good day. He can sit and watch the water and be happy.
Yes. Here's Jimmy who says we talk enough about Jackie. I'm sorry, we got sucked in, Jimmy. It's
Howard,
Jimmy, it's Mutt's fault. He had him on Superfan Roundtable. It's not our fault.
We had tape.
Howard, you're not going to find a bigger super fan than me. I've been following you for 20-plus years. I tape the show every day,
Thank you.
blah, blah. Now, but I want to tell you something about Jackie. 2 weeks after that whole debacle when he left, right before he was going to leave the final time, I emailed him. And what wound up happening was I said to him, Jackie, what the fuck are you thinking? I said something to that effect. And I said, you're on the best radio show, the most greatest marketing tool for your career. What are you thinking walking away from that show? And I couldn't believe it. He sent his response simply was, great email. And he never sent anything after that, which was, you don't know what the hell's going on in this guy's mind.
I thought you didn't want to talk about Jackie. You're talking about him more than I am.
No. Here's the thing. My wife, we're spending all this money on how. That's
Thank you.
Wife. All right. My wife she said, why is he talking about this again? Frankly, I think it's awesome.
Oh, you see, because of you, I rushed through it.
No. I don't want you to rush it. I think it's awesome, and it's an honor to talk to you. We never call in, and I just didn't. All right.
For all the years. Thank you, Howard. We love you.
That's my wife. I'm sorry.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she is. She's very good looking.
Very nice.
We're married 12 years. But we've been listening to you. I grew up.
Thank you. All right, let's start up the Jackie conversation again. I thought Jimmy, I saw Jimmy's call, said stop talking about Jackie. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Lit a fire under my ass. She said, why is he talking about that again?
Right.
Frankly, I think it's awesome whenever you talk about it. Can I ask you a question, though?
Yes.
First of all, I'm a big Artie fan as well. Do you guys, since Jackie left, I mean, I thought the show really changed, and then when Artie came in, now, do you guys find that it's, with nobody sitting in that chair, that it's a little harder for you to do your thing?
No. I like it. I like just this group that we have now. It's very copacetic, so to speak, and I don't know. I just feel real good about being here, and I don't know. I guess I don't feel like we need anybody. But it could happen again that we get somebody else in here.
But it's not hard to do the job.
No, the job's fun. It's a nice groove. You get to sit here and talk and do some funny stuff.
I think the interplay between you and Robin is a lot more into it since Artie left, and we love
absolutely. I love Artie too.
Well, yeah, we've seen Artie so many times, at his comedy shows up here in Boston, but it's just, it's a totally different vibe. And by the way, Robin, I saw you at Fenway Park when you were in that pedicab.
All right, Jimmy, I got to go. It's enough.
What?
You were in the pedicab. I remember that one. Jimmy, thank you, though, and thank your wife. Very nice words. Anyway, Jackie was on Mutt's show. And in it, I was trying to push Don Buchwald on him. Tom Chiusano, he's still waiting for Tom's call.
Nobody called.
Nobody called him. Well, just to get, let's set this straight once and for all. Here is my version. They called him and said it's a final offer. It had gone on and on and on. And then he thought it was still going on. Like, in other words,
he decided he was going to not come in.
Right.
And they said, well, that'll be it.
Yeah. 2 months later, Jackie woke up and realized he had no job and said, okay, I'll take my job back. And we said, there's no job. I think he was waiting for a final offer. He decided not to sign with Don Buchwald because in baseball, his cousin almost got into baseball and heard that agents can't represent more than one player on a team. That was the advice he got from his cousin, who's almost a baseball player. He was almost a baseball player.
And just, I love how with authority he says he took the advice of a cousin who was almost in baseball.
He sounds
like,
almost
that's reasonable.
He sounds proud of that. Like, maybe check that out.
Why are you talking to that cousin?
And on top of everything we learned from Mutt's show, he was upset that he was invited to my wedding, which is even more delusional.
That's a surprise because I don't think that had ever been brought up before.
I make a Christmas party every year. I've invited Jackie because he works on the channel. So
And
Jackie,
then he's incredibly uncomfortable.
I know
to be around the whole time he's there.
And I see him at the Christmas party. He goes, "Thank you for inviting me. I thought you didn't even want me. I can't even believe I'm invited." I go, "You work on the channels. Of course you're."